And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we gotta lead it.
True internet suffered depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 329 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I'm Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
And we're just two guys drinking some beers, talking what's going on. At least we got something different this week to talk about. But I got a feeling we're going to be discussing possible consequences of what's going on in Iran right now. And if we get our Australian friend on, I want to talk to him about the king. And I want to talk to him about a video I watched from an Australian guy I've been following. Actually, I think it was my first YouTube subscription, was Bearing. I haven't really paid attention to him in a long time, but I checked out one of his videos about I'll tell that story later, and hopefully it runs around for it because it'll be extra funny. Anyway, these J6 mostly peaceful protesters are apparently suing the police in DC.
For excessive force.
I mean, like shooting somebody through the throat.
Yeah, that kind of
Mm.
thing.
I doubt this goes anywhere, and someone will pretend to hear the case, but it'll get thrown out. Basically, I bet.
Well, it depends on where it's tried. If they're trying in DC, yeah, it's got no shot in hell.
I mean, technically it is federal jurisdiction, but don't they try to keep it local if they can? Unless they think they can't get a fair trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look who's been controlling the judicial system lately.
Yep.
All right, so a deal has been reached for this Homeland Security shutdown.
It still doesn't fund ICE or ICE at all, or Border Patrol.
Yeah, well, they made a big deal about that, but like, didn't Trump put aside a ton of money to pay these guys out through next year anyway?
Yeah.
So like,
Mhm.
and they're like, oh, we're not funding it. It's like it's already paid for. You guys, and they're saying they like took Trump for it. You know what I mean? I'm like, he literally got exactly what he said he wanted.
Yeah.
So like, do you let the Democrats think they won, or do you point out that it's like you finally settled on what Trump said in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
It's a legit question. Like, do you let these people think they win and let them keep doing stuff, basically manipulating them with the art of the deal style, or do you point out that because I mean the issue with that is that you'll get a ton of people to vote Democrat thinking, especially moderates that don't pay a ton of attention. They'll see that the Democrats keep winning here and here and here. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I just take the win when they give in to exactly what was brought up in the first place. Sometimes I have to point out it's like this was what was initially put out in the first place. You threw a shit fit. You ruined everyone's Easter trip vacations, Ramadan trips, whatever other holy days you have this time of year, because everyone does for the spring festival, right?
Yeah.
You just made it difficult for everyone, and then got nothing done,
Right.
except for maybe a handful of the not TWA. Who are the guys that take your shoes off?
TSA.
TSA.
You don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying maybe some of these TSA guys just fucking said, I'm done and quit. So, at best, you cost people their jobs and at least put a bunch of people behind on their bills because you didn't pay them for how long?
Yeah. Like 6 weeks.
Yeah, and let's be real. We all know that the average American lives paycheck to paycheck, even though they don't need to.
Yep.
We got this habit of expecting that paycheck coming no matter what, and we're never prepared for an emergency.
Right. You're supposed to have like 6 months worth of savings saved up, and very few people have that.
At least, but why not? Once you get that 6 months put aside, why stop putting money aside? It's like you've already got to budget it into your. At that point, you could even start diversifying and investing. You know what I mean? yes, it's nice to have a cash cushion to be able to use, but it just we're so used to it that. And then as soon as one bad thing happens, you're boned. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, oh fuck! Now all of a sudden I can't pay any of my bills, or you're picking and choosing which bills. Like, I'm gonna keep the house, right? It's like, or
Yeah.
I need to keep my truck because I need to get to work.
Right.
It's yeah, and then it's just downhill, and it happens slowly. Then all of a sudden, uh, okay. I think we talked about this. This San Diego kid who got suspended from school for putting up a pro ICE sign.
Yeah. Well, the some lawyers got involved, and he is back in school.
Yeah, they reversed the suspension. I'm like, okay, so it's off his record, but he still missed how many days of school?
Mm-hmm.
Like, granted, they may not count him as absences, but like against his record, but that was still
But
days he
still,
didn't spend in class.
yeah.
And now what? He's been completely ostracized by the entire school because he put up like, like we love ICE or whatever on the bulletin board when the rest of the school was out taking a day off of school to go protest. And they said their argument was it was too polarizing, too political. I was like, you let kids walk out of school to go protest against these people. If someone can't say I disagree with them, baffles me. All right. I don't know if El Matadoro still listens or not,
No
but
idea.
aliens are in the news again.
Yep. I made sure I put it in there.
I know, I know. Um, oh, by the way, remember before when I mentioned all the fireballs when coming down, and I said it's probably a bigger space rock that's
Mm-hmm.
splitting up. What is it? That giant like M1S Atlas 2B or whatever it is? That giant hunk of rock they were talking about that's going to pass between the Earth and the
Yeah.
moon,
Mm-hmm.
or between the Earth and the sun. It
Yeah.
could be hunks of that thing coming down, right?
Yeah.
Hey, it lines up. It makes sense. Let's not assume it's fucking aliens, right?
It's always aliens.
Yes. Well, now a representative from Tennessee, Burchett, Republican senator, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Uh, I think so. Uh, said that the American people wouldn't be able to handle it and they would lose their
Yes,
minds
Republican. Uh-huh.
they would, if they found out what was going on with aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And with all this talk of aliens lately, all I can think about is what else is going on. Why are they waving this shiny dangly thing over here? What are we not supposed to be looking at?
It's always the way it is.
Yeah. Oh, just like all of a sudden there were aliens everywhere. Once we found Hunter Biden's cocaine in the White House, right?
There was no proof that that was his cocaine.
Oh, you're right. He didn't write his name on it and say if found, return to Hunter Biden. Even Hunter Biden's smarter than that, dude. You know what? For real, that was probably some intern trying to stay awake to keep getting the work done.
Yep.
You know, it was just easy to say Hunter Biden because he got busted with crack driving like 100 miles an hour or something.
Well, there was videos of him doing cocaine with hookers and stuff too.
What him talking about how he used to dig through his carpet looking for little crack rocks that got broken up last night. I'm like, fuck is the matter with you, dude? It's like you need to go get help, like real help.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying smoke crack, but if like every 5 years you decide to smoke a crack rock, that's one thing. Probably not a
Yeah.
great idea because it's not great for you.
No.
But if you're digging through your carpet looking for crack, it's 11 in the morning because you just woke up. Yeah, like put the bottle of whiskey down, put the crack pipe down, and walk into a fucking rehab center, you know?
Yep.
We haven't brought this guy up in a while, and for a while I was making it a point of following his what he was saying, Carville.
He's too crazy.
I,
He's got too much TDS.
he's got a lot of TDS, but he at least recognizes that why people do like Trump. Now he doesn't always admit that, but I've heard him more than once explain why people are choosing Trump. And I'm like, I don't necessarily know if that's why people are choosing Trump, but at least he's like
Man,
trying to get it.
he doesn't look at the news feed at all during the week.
Oh, he's a billion too.
No, I'm
Well,
talking about Ray. He just posted about gun-free zones on base going away. I'm like, we both posted that article yesterday.
yes, and it was funny because
I had to
I
search
posted it.
around
Then
a little while to find an actual article about it.
me too. I got sent. The wife sent me something through Facebook, and it was like Trump for president or something. And I was like, okay, I see the information. I want to find an article now.
Yeah, I need an
I
actual
want to make sure.
article.
I want to make sure that they're not just fucking with me. You know.
Hmm.
So he's still sharing articles.
Yeah, he just shared one just now. He's at home. He's getting ready to get on.
Oh, hold on. Let me go update the Google Doc. You know.
You don't need to. It's a duplicate article.
I know. It's just. Uh, anyway, what crazy shit is Carville saying now? Because he sounds very
He's saying, well,
McCarthy.
it's common sense. We knew this was going to be the case from the get-go. If the Dems win the House of Representatives, he said they're going to go after Trump's family and their spouses, and they're going to try to impeach as many people as possible and indict as many people as possible.
Yeah, and didn't AOC say something similar in his first term? He's like, "Oh, all you Trump voters, Trump's voters, we're watching you and we're
Yeah, well,
writing
how
your
many? He was
names
impeached
down."
like 2 or 3 times in his first term
Mm,
in 4 years. Meanwhile,
yeah,
the spineless Republicans didn't do anything to Biden.
they had a real chance with an Article 87. What was it?
Hmm.
Um, I'm not sure how that works, but basically it was like he's just not capable of performing the job, right?
Yeah, but then we would have had Kamala as president, and I think we were better off with incompetent Biden than Kamala Harris.
I agree. Less got done under Biden, and it was slower in general. And the stuff that did happen, I got a feeling he didn't do himself anyway. Like just like those auto pen pardons, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Especially when these people are like, oh no, I was the one who turned the machine on. It's like that is actually the very thing we're making it a point of saying you're not allowed to do.
Yeah,
Joe himself
exactly.
has to push the button. He doesn't have to
Hmm.
necessarily sign his name, but he has at least push the button.
Right.
Yeah, man. And that just went away, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what Carville's talking about, I mean, this reminds me, I say reminds me, this was way before I was born. I don't think you were born yet. McCarthy, the
No,
Republican.
no.
Yeah. You're familiar with McCarthyism, though.
Oh yeah, because I learned about it on the MASH. One should watch a MASH.
Okay. I learned about it in high school. Joseph McCarthy, I believe.
Hmm.
Cannot tell you what state he was from, though.
He was running around looking for communists.
Yeah, and like taking down names and like, oh man, we think you might be a communist in office and we're going to wait till you're out of office and go and arrest you. And I'm like, this is the Democrats aren't even waiting for people to get out of office to do it.
Nope.
Granted, they couldn't get Trump arrested until he was out of office, but which would make you think you'd have grounds for impeachment if you could just go and arrest him, right? Well, that's
Yeah.
probably why I didn't get a real conviction yet.
Right.
Which anyone who does hate listen to this, look up what conviction means before you say he got convicted 87 times on felonies. Make sure you actually look up what the word actually means. Found guilty and conviction are not the same thing.
Nope.
Conviction means sentence is laid down and is being carried out. There's no more appeals. There's no more anything else. That's the end of it. Uh oh, this is interesting. Um, I didn't realize they had an auto balls and strikes caller in baseball at this point.
They've been trying it out in the minor league for the last few years, and
I heard about it.
they just
Yeah.
introduced it to the national
Oh, so that's new this
Major
year.
League Baseball. That's brand new this year. Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's why I was like, I've heard of this before, but I didn't think they were doing it in
Yeah,
MLB.
I've seen it in use in the Tides games the last couple of years.
I mean, in theory, it makes sense, but it's gonna cause the same issues as
Well, it's going to
the
make the
red
pitcher's
flag
job
replay.
harder because the strike zone literally changes depending on how tall the person is now.
Well, yeah, you now It's always been, let's be real, MLB strike zone is insanely tiny. Because
Yeah.
realistically, strike zone is supposed to be knees to shoulders over the plate. Really, what they're calling is knees to waist as a strike. Like a ball you should swing at that you were trained to swing at, the MLB you would not swing at. Because basically, if there's no chance of hitting a home run, you don't even bother swinging at the ball.
Right.
And I think that's a real problem. We should see more infield hits. You know what I mean? Like beat the ball to first base kind of stuff.
Hmm.
The small ball stuff I find exciting, but I guess we're already seeing issues with this auto ball and strike color thing.
Yeah. The manager for the Minnesota Twins was ejected from the game because he didn't agree with the automatics, the
The
robot
machine.
challenge. Yeah.
You know what? I had it in leftovers, but because sports officials, wow, where is it?
Oh, we're
It,
going to NFL now.
yeah, is that where did I put that? Oh, you know, it's probably under I suck at my job. Yeah. All right, we'll just get to it when we get to that part. um, I thought Artemis 2 wasn't going to the moon.
It's not.
Okay,
The,
why do I keep hearing that we're going to the moon and
because we're
Artemis 2 is
gonna
going to the
circle
moon?
the moon for the next 10 days.
Yeah, they're gonna exactly. They're
It's
gonna
the
go out there and
furthest humans have ever been in space. Blah 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 blah.
yeah, but I keep hearing we're going to the moon. It's like, no,
We
we're not
are.
going
We're
to
gonna
the moon. We're
circle it.
going near the moon.
The next Artemis mission lands on the moon.
Yeah, and they want to build like a base
Moon
there.
base. That's the title of our last show.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I might need to
I have
slow
to
down.
admit, I did watch the live stream of the launch, and watched it take off and listen to them again. It was interesting it was actually kind of nice even though I know NASA doesn't really own Artemis, it's still a private company that's doing it, but NASA has more control over this mission
Yeah.
than
Well,
SpaceX.
NASA did the engineering and the math when a private investor built the hardware.
Right.
So I mean, like,
I mean, and I don't know if we have it in here yet, but they almost instantly had a problem on the capsule when the toilet didn't work.
oh geez. No, that's not in here. But I guess they're letting these astronauts bring their iPhones with them
Yeah,
on this trip.
that's probably the most modern technology is on there, because they technology on most NASA spacecraft is super, super
From
old.
the 80s.
But they did say in that article that the phones are basically there for everybody to be able to take pictures and document what's going on, but they're going to
Yes,
remain in
that's gonna be
airplane mode
yes.
the whole
Yes.
time.
They don't want it to interfere with any of the equipment, which I understand, but I thought these things were designed like any electronics you could buy in this country are designed specifically not to interfere with any
Well,
signal.
I think the whole airplane mode, airplanes is a bunch of hocus pocus, just like taking your shoes off to get through
Well, no,
security.
well, they still call it airplane mode, but back before they started uh
You had to turn your phone off
controlling,
completely.
yes, because you couldn't be certain that you sending out a signal wouldn't interfere. Like basically, you send a wave out, and hits another wave, then you get a different wave coming in the end. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily going to happen. Probably won't happen,
But
but
better to be safe
could
than
in
sorry.
theory. And but that's why they went and made these things. Like if you actually go through the little book that comes with it, or even open it up and look inside it, it will not interfere with anything, and it will accept any interference put out. And that's not just your phone; that's any electronics you have. Well, and realistically, this is because they don't want you to fuck with aircraft or military tech, uh, whether it be by accident or on purpose. But at the same time, if you're handling ordnance, on base, you probably don't have your phone in your pocket and texting at the same time. Just
No.
because let's not find out that this idea is wrong that it's safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like I know you could put a cigarette out in gasoline, but I don't want to be the fucking idiot who proves that theory wrong. You know?
Right.
Uh, and this one I got a good laugh at, dude. You shared this. The
Hmm.
the Bahamian sharks.
Yeah.
Apparently they're finding all sorts of garbage in these things. Um, to include cocaine.
Yeah.
Have we blown up that many coke ships, coke
Miss
boats
me.
that the sharks are getting jacked up?
Does that make him more aggressive?
That's what I'm wondering. Are you more likely to get ripped apart by a shark if they're all full of cocaine? But that's all I could think of was like, how else is all this cocaine getting in the ocean besides us blowing up drug boats? And how many of these drug boats that we got were in the Caribbean instead of the Pacific? Most of them, right?
Yeah, most of them are in the Caribbean.
I didn't see in the article because I didn't. Be fair, I didn't read the whole thing. But I mean, they found caffeine
Most
in these
people
things
don't
too.
read the articles. They look at the headlines. It's clickbait. Clickbait.
Well, I read half the article and I was like, okay, there's a ton of gross shit in the water. But I was like, where did the cocaine come from? And I didn't want to read the rest of it to get to the little thing at the bottom explaining where it might have come from.
It
And
might
all I
not
could think
even
of
been
was
in the article.
that's what I'm saying. It might not even been in there. That was what would have pissed me off, reading the whole damn thing and then getting nothing. But it has to be because we're blowing up these boats full of coke, right? There's no way else. There's no
Yeah.
other way there'd be that much cocaine in the water to
Where's the
affect the
caffeine
sharks.
coming from? Because it said
There
they
is
had including caffeine and cocaine. Maybe the
caffeine
sharks
is
are
naturally
addicted
occurring.
to stimulants.
Very possible. They're gonna build themselves a breathing apparatus out of kelp, and they're gonna start hunting lions. Days? No, but an hour 45 minutes. Now they got a taste for lion. You didn't see the other guys, did you? It was
No.
hilarious. Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, great movie.
Oh, I think maybe I think I saw that. Usually I watch most Will Ferrell movies, so
Yeah, I gave up on him a while ago, but he did some good stuff before he decided all of his work up to then had been offensive. When he came out and he's like, "Oh, I'm very sorry about the Janet Reno sketches on Saturday Night Live," I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's what made you famous,
right.
right?" What's going on? uh, all right. Well, we got no Virginia news this week, which isn't just weird because
I could have threw some in there, but
I
I thought
expected
Ray
Ray
was going to
to,
take care of that.
but we usually cover in general what's going on in Virginia as a whole, not just the Hampton Roads area, because something usually stupid as that
Fine,
showed up
I
on
won't
national
rely on
news.
Ray to do it anymore. I will continue to throw
Hey,
some Virginia articles in there.
when it comes to Spanberger policy, I've been sharing Virginia articles just like I do about Mamdani. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she just signed a whole bunch of laws,
Mm.
new laws into place that are gonna quote unquote make it more affordable for Virginians. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, but that's why. Yeah, and then she went and raised every tax.
Hmm.
By the way, it is Good Friday,
Yes, it is.
so I decided wine was the way to go tonight.
Nice.
Seems appropriate.
And you had some
It
fried fish for dinner?
I don't eat dinner on nights we do this show because I normally would eat like an hour before we start, and I'd be too full to put away beer, which
Okay.
I didn't think of that I'm drinking wine. Well, I didn't expect to buy wine, actually. I was thinking about buying a bottle of whiskey, but they
Strawberry
don't have,
Hill,
huh?
drinking some good Boone's Farm.
Yeah. No, I was looking for a bottle of VO, but they don't carry VO. They have Crown Royal, but I was like, I'm not spending that much money on a bottle
No.
of Crown. And then I saw the wine. I was like, oh, I know that brand, and I know that I like that flavor of that brand. You
Okay.
know, it's not what Sutter Farms.
Okay. A little
It's
bit better brand than that.
well, it's Echo Domani. It's their Pinot Grigio. It's tasty. It's bubbly, and it's only $9 a bottle.
Can't beat the
so,
price.
so I bought two. Yeah, I probably need to slow down. I don't need to drink an entire bottle in 40 minutes. Go, oops, and then open the second one right away. Anyway, what's going on in Michigan?
Well, we got this leaked audio about a Michigan Democrat who's running. Um, and
Oh, is he talking about killing Republican babies too in their mother's arms?
he would know he was talking about discussing Kamani's death. And
How so?
he
Like
came
he
out and
supported
said a
it?
lot of people in Dearborn are sad today because Dearborn's got the largest Muslim population by concentrate in the nation. That's a
Yeah,
Michigan thing.
But Khomeini isn't like the Pope. I understand they call him the supreme leader, but I can call myself the Lord God. Doesn't make that true. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well, he's running for Senate for Michigan and
State or federal?
state for federal, no, U.S. Senate.
Okay.
So he's going to be on the whole statewide ballot. But I mean, this statement is only going to help him in one little deer. It's only going to help him in Dearborn. It's not going to help him in the rest of the state.
And it might piss
Which,
off the rest
even
of the
though
people.
this state's been consistently electing Democrat governors, it's
I say
a
bluer
fairly
and bluer.
conservative. It's a fairly conservative state. Yes.
Well, it's the gerrymandering. You got mostly farmers in Michigan and like
Yeah.
probably like corn, maybe, and probably a lot of cattle, I'd imagine, right? No? What do you guys
A lot of farming, a
produce?
lot of cattle,
Yeah, well, yeah,
that kind of thing. Yeah.
beef and dairies.
Yeah.
I
Beef,
picture like
dairy,
Montana.
tourism.
People go to Michigan for tourism.
Oh
Why?
yeah. We got Lake Michigan. We got lakes all
So,
around us. We got
so
Lake
doesn't
Superior.
Illinois. So doesn't Illinois and Canada.
Well, how do you think you get to Canada? You go through Michigan to get there.
Depends on where you're coming from, I guess. I mean, like first time I got to Canada, I drove up through New England. But I mean, if you're in Texas, you're not driving up there. You're gonna fly to Canada. Actually, no, you'll probably fly to Michigan, then drive across the border to not pay
Yeah.
that international fee, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is a Democrat that, is, trying to like play both sides of the fence and like appease everybody, and it's just, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and
I'm
that's the
not
problem.
voting for him. I haven't turned in my voter registration yet. I've got it printed out, but I've got to go get my driver's license to put that on my voter registration before I turn it in. So technically, I'm still officially a Virginia resident, even though my mail's being forwarded to Michigan now.
Yeah, well, just like when I lived in Virginia. I say I didn't live in Virginia at the time. When I lived in
Well, you were
on the
active
ship,
duty, so
when I was active duty, exactly. I lived in Massachusetts. I
that's a whole
paying
different
Massach
thing.
paying Massachusetts taxes. Oh,
Yeah.
I was so furious when I found out that not every state charges you through the nose to work.
No, I mean Michigan never has taxed any of my active duty pay or my retirement pay. Virginia just finally got up to like your first $40,000 of retirement pay is tax free, which as being enlisted, I'll never make over $40,000 of retirement pay. But
As enlisted or as what your pay grade was. If you were like the CMC, it wouldn't hit that.
maybe you could have a point there as my pay grade. Yeah, as my pay
Okay.
grade.
Because don't get me wrong, E6 is a big deal, but like CMC is literally its own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Technically enlisted,
Right. Yeah. Top of the food chain for
but yeah,
enlisted.
he scares the fuck out of O3s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And then the Governor Whitmer is so worried about the price of gas in the state all of a sudden. Michigan's always had for the Midwest, it's always had one of the higher gas prices around. And so like four very populated counties, not the whole state, just four or five counties, she's suspending the state gas tax temporarily.
Whoa.
Only not the whole state, only a few
I know,
counties.
I know, but how much is the gas tax then? Do you
It's a
have this
lot.
information? So
I
yeah,
think it's
these people
probably an
saving
article here.
are they saving like $1 a gallon at this point? I don't know. Because I know Massachusetts, we paid like a 30% gas tax, and most most areas are paying what, $3 a gallon for a quote cheap gas. I'm paying under $3 a gallon, but I know there's some places that are paying like 250 too,
It's gonna be a 10 to 20 cent reduction in gas prices across the 8 counties
Okay, per gallon,
per gallon. That's going to add
not
up.
not per tank full.
No, no, per gallon.
All right, so I fill my 30-gallon tank up. I just saved a couple bucks.
Yeah, but it all adds up.
Well, yeah, especially because most states, I don't know about Michigan, but most states use the gas tax to pay for road repairs.
That's what they say, but
Yes,
Michigan is
but the
known
roads
for
don't
its
get repaired.
potholes. The roads are never repaired.
Well, no, Massachusetts had potholes up through the wazoo too, but that's because it freezes, it heats up, it freezes, it heats up, and you're constantly stressing it and causing cracks in the road until finally it gives out and crumbles apart, you know? Trust me, the
I've
pothole,
watched roads in Michigan go from paved to gravel because they won't put any more money in the roads.
well, at that point, just make it a gravel road.
That's what they do. That's what they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, okay. Yeah, don't even just let it fall apart. Like actually rip it out. You know? But did I tell you about me going to pick up the swing set for the girls?
Yes,
Oh man.
on that great gravel road that
It
didn't
wasn't even no, it
exist.
wasn't a gravel road. It was an ATV trail and my freaking Ram 1500.
But that was an adventure.
Oh, the truck handled it, no problem. The paint job, not
You're
so
not
good.
happy about it.
No, I was furious. I was like, it would have cost me less money in fuel and damage to my truck to buy a brand new swing set than to buy this
Right.
one for $20 that
Uh,
I took apart myself in 31-degree weather as it was snowing, but it had just hit 31 and started snowing, so the mud was everywhere and everything was
mm.
wet. Yeah, have
Yeah,
fun
that's
using
what we got
hand
problem.
tools.
I live on gravel roads here in Michigan now, and that's what we're dealing with is like every time we get a good rainstorm that comes through, we got to deal with potholes of mud, grooves in the road to drive through and stuff. And
Yeah, and you wondered, is that a puddle or is that a 2 foot deep hole that I'm gonna wreck my
exactly.
axle with?
There's
Am I
actually a
getting
company, I saw an article today. There's actually a company in Michigan. They do this every year. They take like I think it was like 80 people and they pay their repair bills for driving through potholes every year,
yeah,
up
but
to
see
like
that's
$800.
oh geez. How do you do that? Like that
I'm sure
these
they have
water
to submit an application and proof and all that, but it's an advertising gimmick because they got an article in the newspaper about it.
oh, it's a private company, not the
Yeah,
government.
private company doing, not the city, not
Oh,
the state. Yeah, private company.
all right. And they're hoping to get your business somewhere else by doing this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Uh well, you got anything else to talk about Whitman and her state of emergency?
No.
She's she's blaming the what's going on in Iran. Uh didn't gas prices get about this high or almost this high under Biden for a while?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
for a
Sure did.
while too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got this high,
But
but again,
everything's Trump's fault.
well, of course it is. But I mean, a lot of the gas
She
prices have to do
also
with the
is not, she's
taxes.
also being terminated out, so she's not running for re-election. She'll be looking for a national office after this. So,
Well, and she did kiss Trump's ass that one time in front of the entire country. You don't remember that?
oh yeah,
Okay. For that exact reason. Now, when you say term limited out, she can't run ever again, or
oh,
she just can't.
no, she can't
Okay.
run for governor ever again.
Because you know as well as I, each state has different rules.
Yeah. Well, in
Virginia, you can't.
Virginia, you can only do one term, and then you can wait a term and then run again,
Yeah,
but
you
not
cannot.
in
You
Michigan.
can do as many terms as you want, but they can't be consecutive, right?
Hmm.
Which seems, I mean, I get it, but like, especially on a federal level. But you think a local level, if you have someone who's doing a good job, you want to keep them in office, you know?
Well, I do think one of the nice things that we're learning from the Senate and the House of Representatives is the real need for term limits nationally.
For senators and Congress.
Yeah, a lot more shit would be getting done. Who would have thought that Fetterman would be the most responsible Democrat in the Senate? The most what's the word I'm looking for? Common sense. He has the most common sense.
No, see, here's the thing is that if the Dems were smarter, they would use this to call Trump supporters and even moderates stupid. They could say the guy who had suffered a TBI from a stroke is agreeing with those people. And it's not like they're afraid of talking trash about Fetterman because they don't like Fetterman lately.
No, because
I
he's
remember,
not towing the party line.
yeah, and I remember being shocked. I was like, "There's no way they're going to vote this guy." He literally could not speak when he was running for office, right?
No.
Like he had a computer doing
Yeah.
it, like
Well,
Stephen
right after
Hawking
he,
style.
I think he had the stroke shortly after he got elected.
Oh, I thought it was right before.
Maybe it was right before. You
I
could
thought it
be
was
right.
like right before, and he's like, "I am fine." And
I
I was
know
like,
when he
"Oh
got
my
into
god!"
office, he had that computer he was using.
For a while, yeah. And then then he's got actually the man has recovered very well, and
Amazingly.
I'm very excited for him. That gives hope to every other stroke survivor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, shoot, that dude couldn't even talk,
No.
let alone, I mean, half his face paralyzed, and he's up fucking wearing his shorts and his sweatshirt and jogging to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, and like you said, he's the most reasonable, one of the most reasonable guys out there. I do like oh, I can't remember his name. He's a congressman, Democrat, uh, unusual name, probably foreign. I'm not sure. He's not a white guy. And that's not why I'm saying probably a foreign name, but it just doesn't sound like, John Donaldson. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Mm, crap. I want to say Benihana, but that's not
that's a
right.
restaurant.
Anyway, moving on to West Virginia here. First, I just want to say that I'm not sure how much I talked about my mother-in-law's condition on this recording, but I told you she's dealing with neurodegenerative disorder,
Yeah.
basically dementia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and hasn't been opening her mail from her insurance company.
Oh no.
Yeah, her prescription coverage expired and it's too late. By the time we realized what was going on, it was too late to enroll her in the program. And I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah.
I was like, now I'm going to be reaching into my pocket. There goes my entire just uh, discretionary fund, my play money, my buy a new toy, my
Uh-huh.
hey, for the most part, I was using my VA money for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'll save a little bit for this, and I'll buy that, and that's where the money for Raise Mike came from that I tossed at you
Right. Uh-huh. That's
because
cool.
and that's
Yeah.
why I said wait till the first. That's when my
Yeah.
I can spend it as I choose money comes
Right.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all that money is gonna be paying for ridiculous medications for that plus her diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea how expensive insulin is?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet either. I'm about to find out. But now I
What
brought
are
it up
you
when
gonna use? You got a good RX card or something similar to that?
RX card.
It's like a pharmacy discount card. I'll send you the information for one.
No, I've been using TRICARE for my
I know
family.
you, but now that your mother-in-law doesn't have any insurance, you need this card that it'll save you some money on the prescriptions until she
Like
gets back on insurance.
so it's like almost like coupons.
Yeah.
So who's paying the difference?
They've worked out deals with different pharmacies to offer the discounts.
Oh, I could try, but the issue is there's only, well, I say there's only down in the city. There's two pharmacies actually. So yeah, maybe I don't know.
I'll send you. I'll talk to you about it on the line.
Yeah, I was like, oh
Yeah,
my God, this is going to cost me every penny I have that
and
I'm
then
going to
some.
use to do anything fun, you know?
Yeah.
'And you know what? Credit where credit's due. Joe Biden was the one who put a cap on insulin costs, didn't he?
No, it was Trump.
Oh, my mistake. Oh, there
Trump
you
did it
go.
before Biden took credit for it.
Oh, okay. Just like when Biden took credit for Afghanistan withdrawal until the withdrawal actually happened under Biden.
Yeah, that was a shit show.
Yeah. Uh, check this out though. The other day, I actually went down to the local bar.
hmm
Don't do that often. Don't remember what. Oh, I went down to town to get a nut to because we bought a big old bell to like ring the kids home. And it was missing a nut, so that's why I was down in the town.
hmm
Stopped at the bar on the way home. Just did the thing, whatever. But then I find out today that the day that one of these dudes that was there, like drinking and playing pool with me,
Uh-huh.
apparently got arrested that night. Uh, he left his four children unattended at home to go to the bar.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, and none of them were at least 14 years old, which still isn't good enough these days.
No.
But you know as well as I, 14 years old was plenty
Yeah.
old to watch the other kids, right?
Yep.
Yeah, don't turn the oven on. uh, yeah, don't burn the house down. And not sure I mentioned this last week, but we got these cameras set up at bald eagles nests every year in West Virginia,
Uh-huh.
and they're live streamed on the interwebs. And it was crazy because I sent the link to the wife a couple days ago, and we watched the first egg hatch. We just happened to be there when it happened. Like, oh, all right, the other one's coming up. And here's what's even cooler was we put word out for everyone in the area through the interwebs that it happened. So all of a sudden the page got flooded because it was like one of these West Virginia
Uh-huh.
uh, groups. And the second egg hatched. She went out to say, "Hey, the second baby's out." And that happened like yesterday. And she beat the news twice, telling people that this happened. I thought that was pretty cool. But she's been following this, so she
Yeah.
loves watching the birds,
Uh-huh.
and especially after she watched the first one hatch by shit luck. She was watching like one go out and come back 20 minutes later with like a rodent, and then the other one would take off and come back 20 minutes later with a fish, and they would rip it apart and feed it to the baby. She's like, "Oh my God, it's so cute." And I'm like, this is the most brutal shit in the world. You know that,
Right.
right? I was like for that bird to bring that bald eagle to bring home that fish, I was like, it was probably traveling at like 50 miles an hour, dove into the river, came out with a fish in its talons, you know?
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't dead by the time it got it to the nest, they ripped it apart alive and fed it to the baby. All right. Didn't know what to call this. I'm having trouble finding categories to use. Typically, we've been getting enough diverse stuff that I can always find a way to put it together.
Yeah.
But lately, it's been turning into like blue states and red states, which I don't like. Which is why I mentioned a couple times that I was considering, well, saying that I was considering, obviously, would be a decision that we made about changing the format, and instead of the way we do it, we come up with like four topics we want to talk about and
Uh-huh.
then come up with articles to go in those topics. We still do local and stuff, but I'm just saying we'd have more art, more discussion into a topic versus me trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to link stuff together that we all thought was interesting. But
Yeah.
but here's what's going on in the blue states. Where was this? Mississippi? Actually, no, Maryland. Oh, jeez, Mississippi. I knew it started with an M. Well, if this is from your stuff, this is Bo Snerdley.
Yep. This blue state had two 11-year-olds who tried to steal multiple cars. They got let them walk free because they were minors. No consequences whatsoever. How do you think they're going to end up when they turn 18 or 16, older?
Well, here's the question: is what do you do? Because if you're going to say hold the parents accountable, okay, I do not disagree, but that's not going to be holding the kids accountable to learn a lesson either.
No.
That would leave it to the parents to teach the kid a lesson. At that point, it might turn
That's
into
well, I
ass
mean,
whoopings.
if that was going to happen, that would have happened already. So before they tried to
Well,
steal
if all of a
cars.
sudden I'm spending time in jail or paying a $700 fine or damages,
Hmm.
maybe something would change. But the parents that are this neglectful to let their 11-year-old twins try to steal cars to go on a joyride are probably just going to beat their kids instead of trying to teach them, like beat them for
Yeah.
being bad, like a dog. And I'm curious, what are the odds the parents were involved on this shit, sending their kids out knowing nothing would happen to steal a car?
Uh,
And I don't
there's a
know.
possibility.
Yeah, and this is something we've seen a lot, especially like gangs use
Hmm.
kids to like do
Yeah.
murders because they're only going to serve like
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
It's
Because
like, oh,
let's say,
you'll
yeah.
get out of juvie in 3. Don't worry, your record will be
And then, yeah.
expunged.
And then it's sealed. The record's sealed as a juvenile, too. So,
Yeah, you're right, sealed, not expunged. I'm sorry. Technically, it still exists and it can be opened again, but that
but it's
requires all
very hard to
sorts
get
of
it open.
yeah, it requires all sorts of crazy authorization.
Yeah.
Uh, oh my God, dude, why do we keep seeing teachers? And it's almost always women teachers.
It
Have you
is. It is. Very rarely have we
ex
seen any article about men teachers.
almost exclusively
Yep.
these women
And this
teachers
was
are
going on
fuck.
when I was in the active duty in the Navy on the West Coast. There was this teacher that corrupted a kid, and they ended up having a baby together and getting married after she got out of prison.
Yes, yeah, actually, that one made national news too.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is funny because anything weird, well, I say anything weird reading made national news. No, we are hooked, plugged into stuff that gives us stuff that we're interested in.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, by the way, Reuters.
I know you told me. I won't share
Okay,
any
I
more
wasn't sure
Reuters.
you. I wasn't sure you saw that. I had the same issue because then I go to open it, but it brings you to like their homepage,
Hmm. Okay.
and it's like, oh, what the hell?
There was an article I was thinking about sharing today, and I was like, oh, this Reuters, forget about it. Moving on.
It's funny because usually if I find a good one because you could read the article by clicking on what you get on your little news feed.
Uh-huh.
What I've done is I've like copied the
The
headline
headline and
and
do it.
pasted it and found it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it might be Fox News, it might be CNN, but it usually
Right.
covers the same story.
Yep. Yeah, this teacher is getting 14 years for sexually exploiting a student. So,
Yeah, and again, this isn't the first time
no,
we've been talking about this for
a
oh
long
Jesus
time. The
Christ,
whole
Brian.
show. The
Yeah, I was
whole
just say we're
show.
old. We're old. I was gonna say like 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, how long we been doing the show for, on and off?
We're coming up to a score, honestly, aren't we?
I think, I mean, on Podbean, I know been doing it on Podbean for at least 5 years now. And that's when we
Yeah,
got really consistent too. So,
on Podbean, yeah, but where were we before Podcast Garden, right?
yeah. And that, it just died, they stopped responding to emails and communicating with you. And so it was like they had to go.
But yeah,
That's,
we've been doing this way longer than this platform we're using. When you say 5 years on this platform, that's what we call the second season that I
yep.
occasionally mention.
Yeah.
And we restarted our episode count.
And that now we're up on almost to 400 episodes.
No, we're not.
Or 392, 329. Okay.
329.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we'll
Little
be
little
there. Don't worry, we'll
little
get there.
dyslexic.
Yeah.
um. Oh, what is this? Oh,
But on Podbean, we've had 473 downloads. Oh no, that's just this last month, not
let's say
total.
total. That's not enough.
No, no, this month, March 4th to April 2nd, we had 573 downloads. So,
Yeah, so somebody's listening.
yep.
It doesn't tell us how much of it they actually listen to, though, does it?
No, no, it's the same way with YouTube. They counted
Oh no,
if you
YouTube,
watch. They counted
YouTube.
if you watch like 30 seconds of the video. So,
No, if you, on YouTube, you can actually go in and find out how long people were watching it.
um,
They keep all that information for you.
oh, here we go.
That's
All I found the all-time lumber. We had seven. We've had all 7,000 downloads on Podbean.
okay. Like I said, all these numbers are always available. That's just a simple calculation versus storage for video.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we saw this coming a mile away when California tried to do it. This UC University of California Santa Cruz study just came out and said that $20 for fast food wages might have been a mistake.
yeah, well, and it's exactly what we said. uh,
Because the franchise owners have to make money in order to stay in business. So now they're cutting back on hours of the fast those places are open. They're cutting back on
employees
employees,
at a time.
and they're also finding out more ways to automate it. There's actual robots they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on up front, but knowing in the long run they're going to make money because the
Yeah,
robot ain't calling out sick, and the robot doesn't have to get paid $20 an hour either.
and the robot doesn't spit in food.
Meanwhile, you got these people that were relying on these jobs as entry-level jobs, and they can't get them anymore. So,
Yeah, and they can't afford the friggin' fast food
and that's right. And that was
to
another thing in
buy
the
it.
article that they've
Price
had to
has to go
raise
up.
the prices of fast food up in California to make it so you're better off just eating at home.
Well, you're always better off eating at home, honestly.
It's not as convenient.
Well, that's the thing is on your way home or you're at work working late or something, or I worked late and I can't cook. It's super great for that. But never make fast food you die. That's disgusting. Guapo's with us.
All right. He has arrived with his microphone.
I know you can see it right here.
Yeah, you either need to bring that closer to you or get closer to it or turn up your gain.
Let me see. I only got volume and echo. So how about now? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, if you got no gain control, then just maybe slide it closer on the table.
How
Yeah.
about now?
Yeah, and point it at you. Now, does that read from the top? Does it receive from the side? Does it tell you what?
No, just it looks.
That sounds better.
Yeah.
Oh, some microphones are straight into the top.
Yeah,
is
yeah, I
what
know what
you're
you're saying.
talking about.
Omnidirectional, monodirectional,
Yeah, but
bidirectional.
then you also like the one I was using. You could set it to read from the front, from both the sides, or from all four sides,
Oh.
for like a cross-table conversation kind of thing.
Yeah,
Or
we used it.
recording- Huh?
We used it.
I know we used all sorts of features on that thing for all sorts of cool stuff.
We had to get creative on that episode.
Oh no, we didn't use it for that one because we,
Okay.
for whatever reason, it won't work. I don't know what went wrong. Like I keep updating the software, but this thing seems to be working well enough. Speaking of, anyone who does regularly listen to our show and does have fun, please throw us a couple bucks. We had to buy Ray a microphone, so
Yeah,
we
we're
didn't hear his
bankrupt now.
washing machine running in the background and his refrigerator humming so loud.
Yeah, it's echoes I hear.
And he's cutting down on the echo, which is amazing.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I can hear your ice better than you.
Eclipses.
Yeah, toss us a couple bucks to pay for this microphone, even if you don't want to pay for storage fees. At least everything sounds much cleaner.
Yeah.
It
I've seen
does.
clean shave.
Yeah, for Easter.
Oh.
Yes.
You want Jesus to recognize you?
No, my daughters are being baptized on Easter, so I
You
shaved
pictures? Yeah.
clean. I'm gonna cut my hair again, which from this camera angle there's none to cut, but there is some, and it's straggly on the edges. Anyway, back on topic. It is now illegal to fish in any California-controlled waterways.
That was the most insane article you've shared in a long time.
I know. This passed. And all I could think was now all these fast food workers who just lost their jobs to robots can't even go fishing to get their dinner. Let's be real. How many private waterways are there? Like in the
A
Private-
country?
lot.
You
No.
say a lot.
No, I
Well,
think you think about public waterways.
Public
versus private.
is state run.
Yeah, yeah.
It's state run. Yeah.
Yeah, but private is barely.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
typically, even if you own a property that the river runs through, you don't own
Just-
the river.
Yeah, the state jurisdiction.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
state
saying
does.
I don't know about California, but California's a huge state, so I guarantee there's a lot of lakes, a lot of rivers,
Ponds in particular.
and ponds that people can't fish in anymore. It's insane.
Do you know
And
the
what
difference
happens when the fish aren't being taken out of the water anymore, and they just
Oh.
keep multiplying, multiplying, and multiplying?
Yeah.
Well, then they'll eat
They'll-
all of
they'll
their
die.
food supply up,
Mhm.
and
they're gonna
they'll
die.
and they're gonna rot away, and you're gonna get some weird fungus growing to eat the decomposed fish.
Exactly.
So yeah, now not only can the poor not go get fish for the cost of a fishing license, but you're gonna overpopulate, and they're gonna eat all the algae, which is gonna be an issue because that's what you know how ecosystems work.
Yeah.
It takes a very
And
long
that's
time
why
for them
we've
to
had
be
problems with these creatures that have came over from around the world, like the snakehead fish and
this-
things
well,
that has
this-
no natural predators here in the US. They
or
take
same thing happened in
over.
Australia.
Yeah.
Australia brought in a snake to kill a certain rodent, and they went, "Oh crap, the snake's out of control." So they brought in a mongoose or whatever to get rid of the snake. And then,
Now
oh
they got a
crap, the
mongoose, bro.
mongoose. So they brought something else, and then finally like, no more. It's like this, you can't just do this,
Right.
Uh, but like for example, most states have some kind of hunting, and it's so you can get food, right? Or you
But
just
it's
like to kill.
also population control.
Yes, it's to keep the deer population in particular under
I think
control.
I think even in Michigan we have a coyote season now where you can hunt the coyotes, to help.
Why would you kill? Why would you want a coyote? People aren't eating that, are they?
No, I'm sure they're doing it for the fur. Or just to do it for the fun of it.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't have fun just killing an animal. Now, don't get me wrong, I get an adrenaline rush, but that's the life and death thing happening. But I don't know, you know how it is, man. Like I respect the circle of life, the cycle, the whole thing,
Uh,
but I'm not gonna kill an animal just because I'm allowed to.
and
Uh,
how many times we predicted this that keep taxing in the state, tax the rich, and they will flee.
Yeah. Is this Massachusetts
It is.
or okay? I was
They
just
put
gonna
a
say,
they put a millionaire tax in place, and now 4.2 billion of income is leaving the state.
well,
Yes.
didn't we do a show recently where it's the most fled state in the country?
Yeah, well, and then we also did the episode where Governor Hochul was pleading for people to come back to the state after like
That was New
3
York,
years
though, right?
ago. After like 3 years ago, she's like,
Yeah,
"Well,
go. We
you
don't
don't want
need
to be
you."
here. Go." They went.
They're like, okay. It's like I can literally do all this work from my computer.
Yeah.
It's like I don't need to be in New York City.
No.
Yeah, no, those poor schmucks who can't afford to hire a moving company out of New York City, they're fucked and they're stuck there.
Right.
And this is something I brought up before. Like, just think of a simple way to put it is the water system that brings water into all the people, right? Into New York City. I'm just going to pull a number up my ass.
Okay.
Let's say it was for 10 million people, right? But it only cost everyone $1.50 a month to pay for this system to operate, right?
Right.
Now, half your population leaves. But the grid is still big enough for all of those people. You still have to fund to make that system work. And you say, no, because we don't have as many people. But then the whole thing fails. It falls apart because it's all connected. So now you went and, doubled the price on the people that couldn't afford to leave. Because let's be real, the wealthy can always just go somewhere else. That, you know what I mean? And you can say they find tax loopholes. No, they're not loopholes. They're the fucking law. If you're paying too much tax, that's your fucking fault, not mine, not everyone else's, right? Brian,
Yeah, that's correct.
do you file your own taxes?
I do.
You don't hire someone?
Nope. I use
Okay.
TurboTax.
Okay. It's funny because I remember hand filling out my tax forms every year with a book in front of me
Hmm.
and going, oh, all right, I can do this and this. Flip the page. Yeah, I already have it bookmarked what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Not
I'm
anymore.
sure I'm sure you remember. You still can. You still can, but
I
like
don't have that big of
why?
a book.
Yeah, but why bother? It's so much easier digitally.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you remember doing that too, right?
Yeah.
Like you actually had like a stack of receipts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can write off all of this shit. All right. Now, oh yeah, I donated this much money. I got this much receipts. And then, check this out. My church gives us envelopes with they're numbered.
Yeah.
But I've never seen this before. But the numbers are attached to a certain family,
Yeah.
not like the week of the year.
Right.
They figure it out and mail something to me every year.
They're not the only church that does that.
I've never seen this before, and I was like, this is crazy. And I mean, I get it. Not everyone wants to ask their church for a receipt. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like that look Guapo just says like, yeah, who's gonna ask a priest for a freaking tax write-off, right?
Well, the problem is
Why
the
not? They're gonna
Trump's
get
got
more
the
money.
deduction so high now, it's $10,000 per person. So,
I
if you're
know.
married, you're
It's
hardly
tough to
ever going to
get
be
to.
itemized anymore because even married, it's $20,000 that's coming off automatically. So you got to have over $20,000 in itemized deductions in order to make it worth your while. It's not
No,
worth
see,
the
that's
effort
the pro.
anymore.
And well, what's worse? Let's
You got
criticize Trump.
kids, so
Let's criticize Trump here. Let's just say we donate $15,000 a year. I guarantee you that's at least 10 times as much as the average person writing off $20,000. Family selling, writing off 20,000 a year
oh yeah.
because they're not actually donating shit. They're allowed to write it off. And I'm not saying we're super charitable, but we help out where we can. We've got a whole bunch of certificates from local things that we gave money to. But again, that comes from the whole Christian background.
Hmm.
We're doing better than most people here, so we give to the community instead of the people, because people might smoke it or shoot it up. The community is going to put it into the school or the playground. You know what I mean? No, that makes sense too.
No, that's fine. Later on you can run for
Silver is
office.
still $72 a troy ounce. Nice.
They went
Oh,
down.
so I
It came down?
definitely did well. I could have made more, but I definitely did well because it's
I
already
haven't
below what I
sold my. I
sold it.
found well, moving. I found my 2 ounces of silver. So
Ah,
Hey, so the silver came down $25 off. It was 100 now.
yeah, maybe. I'm looking at 72 right now on
Yeah, I
ChatGPT.
remember
well, I
it
thought it was over 100 because when I sold it at 85 and it kept climbing, I was like, oh crap. But at least,
Yeah.
hey, it's below what I sold it at, and
Maybe I better hold on to it.
it was way more. Oh shit! What did you pay for that, dude?
$20.
Dump it now. I would, honestly, especially because you're not looking to make an investment on
73.
silver. This was just a fun little thing because I gave you a hard time.
Yeah.
Take the money and get the fuck out and say, hey, I made a crap ton of money. Could have made a crap ton more. You know? No, so at $20, you're looking at almost
shit.
4x if you sell it now.
It
Right.
looked like it got to 116
Yeah, I say it got over
in
$100.
January. In January, it just came down after that. See, this is why I don't buy the high.
Never buy the high.
Nobody should ever buy the high.
But no, no. This is a mistake I've seen in silver commodities. Like, oh, it's fucking getting higher. People start buying. And that's why it fluctuate up. And once it start coming down, everybody like, oh,
Then they dump it.
just dump it, and then just gonna get down.
Well, that's why I try to sell as it's still going up and not when I think it plateaus.
yeah.
Because once you see the plateau, the guys who do this for a living already did. You know what I mean? And then it just falls.
Yeah, and it's the worst one is in the local coin shop because people he's selling. He probably making money. Then everybody start dumping it on him. Like, hey, you're gonna give you like $1 an ounce. You know, over the asking price.
$1 an ounce, I am gonna.
Hold on to it.
Well, if I can get silver for $1 an ounce, I might start selling shit to buy silver. Honestly.
No. When he start buying, he's just gonna give you that dollar over the asking price, spot price.
But yeah.
He says
So
like,
Brian, when you did finally get an ounce, because I gave you such a hard time.
Yeah.
You said you paid $20, and I had been into it for a while as it was slowly climbing.
Right.
Imagine the ROI I got on that silver. That's why I thought it was hilarious.
That's what you paid for your toys with.
Yeah, yes. But the best part is you sent me a message one day. It's like, do you see the price of silver? And I was like, wait a minute, what? Holy fuck! And you're like, yeah, motherfucker, you rich.
You had to go dig it up out of the backyard.
Yeah, I literally did. And I was like, holy shit! And I was like, at that time when I sold, I was like, I looked at all of it. I was like, I think there's like $20,000 here. I was like, how much do I want to move? You know, how much am I gonna? Don't get me wrong. I still keep a bunch to, like, you know, for another emergency or my death. My children get it, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, this is just too good not to sell some of it.
Yeah.
And there we go. That was me making a legitimate dollar, and what that investment took me 25 years maybe total.
Yeah.
Right. For that kind of return.
Yep.
Legitimate money making. Granted, I definitely claimed it on my taxes,
Of course you did.
and I definitely got a check, and it's all in written form and documented.
That's right.
Yes, and I definitely didn't use the name Rusty Shackelford when I sold my silver.
What kind of social security number did you give them?
00001. They call me 00.
Oh, they didn't. They didn't take your social security number if you're selling them silver, dude. It wasn't even a pawn shop. They just bought gold and silver. That's all they did.
Yeah.
And then they sit on it until it goes up. And that was actually why I got into an argument with this dude. Because I was like, no. I was like, this is what it's worth. This is what I'm getting. He goes, yeah, but you brought too much. I was like, what do you mean I brought too much? Do you want to buy silver or not? You know?
Exactly.
I was like, okay, so what? I sell you half of it today. I drive back home 2 hours and come back out here 2 hours tomorrow and do it again. I was like, that's just a waste of your time and mine.
Right.
This is not a casino.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, like I said, legitimate dollars made, 25-year investment, and finally decided to cash in. Meanwhile, not even more. JD Vance just got the go-ahead on fraud. Like, he's the fraud czar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably is gonna boost him up
and
with the campaign when he goes for president.
Well, and didn't Rubio say that he has proof that Ilhan Omar married her brother for immigration fraud?
No, that was Vance. The one.
That was Vance too?
Yeah. Because he's looking for fraud, so he's just fraud. So he's put in the right now.
Well, Somaliland said they take her back. So if we decided to deport her,
I love they call it Somaliland now, and even better, I'm waiting for someone to get offended by that. I'm like, that's actually what they call themselves.
No, it's a different tribe. I think it's like the tribe over there, man. So
Hey, there's no government.
yeah, Somaliland, Somalia, and so that's why the Somali didn't get elected because he's from a different tribe that the white guy was running.
Well, the white guy won in Somalia. White supremacy is real.
No, because he supported the same tribe as Omar, so they're more them than the other one. So yeah, we tribal fucking voting in here in the United States now.
Repeat offender has joined us.
Yeah, been a while.
It
Microphones off.
is.
G'day, lads.
and
How are we?
I'm doing all right. I want to talk some shit.
Let's do it.
It's Good Friday.
It is Good Friday, and instead of celebrating Holy Week, the king tipped his hat to Ramadan. And I've been bringing this up, and you tell me it's not going to happen. And the more you say it's not going to happen, the more shit happens that makes it look like it's going to happen. And I swear none of this was happening before we started talking about it. But what, they're possibly dissolving the House of Lords. The king, I think, might be Muslim.
So
Well, he
I'll tell
has
you
to
what.
be because England is a majority Muslim nation now.
no, still
No, not yet.
London,
It's in that
Yes.
direction.
London's majority, but the
I'll
rest of
drink at Foster's. I'll drink at Foster's if they dissolve the House of Lords.
No, but
You drink
you know,
Foster's anyway.
No, perish the thought.
Drink Bud Light.
Sorry.
No.
What was Guapo saying?
No, it's funny because I was looking at history about King John, the one that got decapitated, and because he was asking Constantinople to take over because he wanted to get supremacy back, so he was asking somebody
That's all. They got good wine there.
the Turkish. Well, it wasn't before the Turks. It was Constantinople to come and take over England so he can get
Ottoman.
power back. The Ottoman
Ottoman.
Empire. Thank you.
The Ottoman.
Thank you. And that's why he got decapitated. So it's kind of funny how. Almost
Well, no,
history-
no. The reason why he became decapitated was because someone took a blade to his neck and cut his head off.
No. The reason he was because they considered him treason is because he was asking to somebody to come invade the country so he could go back to be a ruler without the constitutional monarch. You know.
One more thing I want to bring up here to our Australian before we get back on topics here. I watched a video today of an Australian guy on YouTube. Haven't watched anything he's done in months, and before that, probably years. First guy I follow on YouTube, Bearing. He was the guy. Actually, he didn't ask me anything, and I sent a message asking him about like how do you start up doing this, and he was the one that suggested I get a decent microphone. You know, and he's like, "Oh, it's only $100. Check this one out." And I was like, "Oh, cool," you know. But he just did a video about. He said, "America is trolling us. The entire country is fucking with us." Well, he goes, but cornhole champion, quadruple amputee, charged with murder by shooting.
Was he in the car too?
Oh, it gets way better.
Oh,
For the Australian guy was like, "What the fuck is cornhole? Like that's your asshole, isn't it?" And his girlfriend or wife was like, "Oh no, it's a stupid game the Americans play." And, she
It's
explained
almost
it.
like horseshoes.
It replaced horseshoes and lawn darts.
Yeah, Londars too. Yeah.
But yeah, and he's laughing his ass off because he played a little video of people explaining how to play, and he's like, "You want to put the sack in your hand, right across the middle of your palm, the seam right through the middle." He's like, "And give it a good grip." And he's like, "What the fuck is this?" He's like, "And you got to wait for your partner to be ready before you shoot your shot." And I was like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "And then you drop it right in the hole." And he's like, "How is this any more gay?"
We
No,
call
they
that
spent
move the squirrel hole.
But yeah, they spent 5 minutes talking about cornhole before they even got to the conversation. The fact the guy had no arms and no legs, and
He's
he's
a
probably going to
champion.
go to jail for shooting someone to death because they got into a road rage incident when this guy was driving.
Oh my god. He could flip a finger? Oh no, he can't. Never mind.
Oh, I just laughed so hard. And he's like, no, they're fucking with us. Like, no way, this is real. And he brings up the cornhole video. He's like, this is a fucking troll too. This is part of it. I know it.
We call that move the squirrel hole.
Oh.
Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? We should pardon him. Only he goes to Iran and fucking take over. That would be the only way to pardon his ass.
What?
To a quadruple amputee. Let him fucking fly in and take over Iran.
Oh, if this motherfucker was driving a car around,
I
right?
know, like let him
And then
take
got
over
out,
Iran.
then got out pissed off and shot someone to death. This dude, yeah, exactly. Drop him to Iran because he deserves a goddamn medal. This guy is a freaking superhuman.
No, like let him see what he can do. Like release the fucking quadruple amputee. You know, we should call him the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release the Kraken.
What is it? He's just like a little parachute coming in Iran.
Release the torso. No. What's best? What's best is they couldn't fingerprint him, so they fucking took prints of his nubs.
Oh my god!
They nub printed this guy.
Oh my god! Like
that's a small database, isn't it?
Dude, like that's one of the stories you cop like you'll be telling like you're not gonna believe this shit.
Like, that didn't really happen.
No, you didn't. Like you had to show the news. Like, dude, that's AI.
I just got visions of him meeting the Taco Bells an hour later.
But yeah, I guess you guys don't do cornhole down there. I guess that's still very American.
Oh, yeah. It's American, mate, but they've got the little games out like drinking games. Get small. It's a smaller version.
Okay, same idea.
Just drinking game serves, yeah.
You guys play with a string on the ring,
or a ball in a cup.
You try and get it on. Yeah, you try and get it hooked up.
I personally prefer horseshoes, but you know how difficult it is to find any way to play horseshoes these days.
Yeah,
we get quoits.
What's that?
Quoits. Quoits.
What's quoits?
It's similar to horseshoes, but it's a circle.
All right. Yeah, horseshoes is a square pit, but the size of the pit really doesn't matter. Technically, it does because there's dimensions. But what matters, what they say, hand almost is only good in hand grenades and horseshoes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because almost getting a ringer is still a point in horseshoes. You don't have to get the horseshoe around the peg.
Yeah, but as long as it's a horseshoe length, it's still kind of point. You know.
I'm actually seriously considering putting it in a horseshoe pit here. The issue is, can I find enough people to play with to make it worth to make it worth upkeeping it? You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It's like I could play one-on-one with a wife, but let's be real. You play the same game against the same person enough times, it's boring no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
did you see?
Well, then you bring some freaking like 27-year-old. You have a party and some 27-year-olds like, what is this?
Right.
And you're like, oh, it's horseshoes. And they have no idea how to throw a horseshoe, how heavy it is, how hard you have to throw it to get it to land in the other pit. Sorry, go ahead. Just saying that
Minnesota
it's so
SNAP
dead.
recipients are not available. Receipts from Minnesota SNAP is not available. So that just says fraud to me.
Well,
they can't track how much money was spent on SNAP in Minnesota.
And isn't this one of the things that Walz basically agreed to get the federal government out? Like, we'll do it ourselves. Just get out now. And then they didn't do it.
No,
right?
They're never going to do it.
Well, that's why the National Guard left, isn't it? I mean, you could say the courts, but the courts kept getting overturned left and right. It wasn't even the National Guard, was it? It was the ICE.
Yeah, they wanted ICE out.
That's when Holman took over.
Was that?
That's when Holman took over, Tom Holman.
Oh.
I thought Walz was the one who made the agreement to...
Nah, Tom Holman, mate.
We'll stop policing ourselves.
Yeah, no, Tom Holman come in. He reduced the numbers there, but he's kept a couple of thousand ICE agents there.
Yeah. But Tim Walz is the one who made the agreement to get Homan to pull it back. Wallace is the governor of
Yeah, Minnesota.
Walls made the agreement not to run again. That's the agreement he made.
wow. Yeah, but you know what? That wasn't to the federal government. That was to his own party. He's gonna fall on his sword
Big time.
and just collect his retirement paycheck, which is plenty of money. You know?
But
And
I'm sorry. What
And
happened
then
to
we
mechanic?
got we talked about it briefly earlier in the show, where Ilhan Omar is facing calls for extradition after Vance
yeah.
came out and said she was fraudulently married.
that was actually the
Yep.
last talk that we talked about was the
Well,
fraud
Okay,
czar.
this is the thing. She's not married to become a citizen. She was already a citizen, but she helped her brother.
Become a
It's
citizen.
still
which is-
fraud. It's still
It's
fraud.
immigration fraud.
Yeah.
Still fraud.
She illegally married her brother to gain him citizenship through unlawful means.
While she's living with the father of the kids.
That's fraud.
Yeah.
And she's living with the father of the kids at
I
the
just-
same time.
I don't want to believe it's real. I don't want to believe she actually did this.
She did.
I don't want to believe it. And not because I don't think it happens, but because there's no way that they became a fucking congressional representative in this country.
If you're committing fraud.
Dude, we have so many so many flawed people became part of the government, dude. It's bound to happen, dude.
Yeah, but to the point where she married her brother to gain him illegal citizenship.
No, it wasn't that talked to until she started opening up. I bet that she was quiet in the corner, just doing her own little thing. Nobody would bat an eye, dude.
No one would
That's
even have
right.
noticed because they wouldn't
Yeah.
have bothered looking into it.
No, but now then when you start fucking squeaking, you're gonna get you know.
Yeah, you might
Yeah, that
get
was-
you might get the grease, you might get the hammer too.
Yeah, you get hammered too.
But that's the only way you're going to defeat America is use your own rules against yourselves, guys. And that's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It baffles me. Like, I don't even know what to say. If she genuinely did this and got away with it to this point, and we know as a fact that this all happened, she should lose her status here legally too.
Yeah.
And I understand that's what people are talking about, but like getting a permanent green card, even citizenship, doesn't mean you can't have it taken away. There is a way to do that.
Well, she's got a citizenship now, so wouldn't
That's
that
what I'm
be
saying.
her?
Even no, it's saying even with citizenship, you can take it away if it was
Okay.
if there has been something clearly wrong.
Yeah,
Well,
the
doesn't
Trump-
she have kids born in the United States? So they'll be birthright babies now?
Yeah, that I'm still not sure what I think of that. And actually, was it
Well,
Roberts?
the way they are arguing about this right now, the Supreme
I'm pretty sure
Court
they
is
already
about-
decided or are about to
No,
decide.
they're about to, but they discussed it. But the way the Trump administration went about is about domicile. If you're having a kid and you go take the kid back to your country,
They were basically saying, and not just that, but what counts as a domicile.
yeah.
Mhm.
You have to have residence in here. You have to have let the kid live in here.
Meanwhile, the Chinese are flying plane loads of pregnant women over,
Yeah, so
let
they
them
can
stay
have
here long enough to have the baby, and now they're citizens.
Yeah,
But
but
not
the
even
citizens,
that.
but they're flying back, especially people with money means.
Not even that. A part of the argument they were bringing up was even people that live here and have a home,
Mm-hmm.
if they're not
Yeah,
here
yeah.
legally with proper paperwork,
Yeah.
they're not properly domiciled.
I understand
Because
that.
they no domicile implies this is where you live,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
your
Your
paperwork
citizen,
does
yeah.
not say that.
I know, but I think that the way Trump went about just to get a
You can
little
get
bit-
permanent green cards.
I
Yeah.
know, but the way Trump his team I think went about is about the domicile, especially the Chinese are like, hey,
That,
stuff
that,
up-
I know
many
that's
people-
exactly what I was saying. It's domicile extends further than you realize. This
Yeah.
could mean anyone who did not come, anyone who's here past their paperwork is not legally domiciled in this country
Yeah.
because domicile implies this is where you're going to be forever.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, we'll say maybe you came here, you have a permanent visa.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just say that you have foreign citizenship as a reason why you're not quote domiciled, but a permanent visa would imply that you intend to stay here versus I overstayed my tourist visa or I just walked across the border. So they're saying even someone who's been here for 20 years
Right.
with that runs a business, they're not domiciled.
Yeah, and I think they applied this law because they were expecting fucking air travel to be this convenient, you know? This before air
But-
traveling really came out.
I just see that Dana Lausch do an investigation on this. There's a guy coming out on a HB1, and his wife's a HB4 dependent. He was supposed to start up a food business under her name, but it's under his name now. So because of that, he can be deported because he's not supposed to be working like that. It was a
Yeah,
takeaway
well,
business.
Well, if you can't understand the paperwork that you filled out and signed, maybe we don't want you here too. And H-1B, everyone talks about H-1B like it's some fucking
Yeah,
great
H1B.
thing. No, but H-1B doesn't mean that you're the best and brightest. That just means you're going to come
No,
here and
right.
have a job. You're allowed to have
That's
a
right.
job. Well, what is it? Is it H-1-3 or something? I can't remember.
H14
This
independent.
maybe. Well, there's one of them when we say, "Hey, you in India, you're a fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to come work at Princeton to do research for us."
Right.
You know, that's the brain drain that I'm willing to do. Let's take the best and their brightest.
Well, I get that.
It's the opposite of what Islam is doing. I would rather take the best out of the rest of the world and bring it here versus sending our worst there to cause chaos
Well,
from
the
within.
only downside about a fucking H-1B visa is they had to stay in the same job no matter what. So they
No,
kinda
the downside of an H-1B visa is when you literally work at fucking Burger King and you're just
No,
taking
no.
a job from. Yes, H-1B just means you can have a job. It's not the best
okay,
and brightest.
No. Okay, listen. Like when you bring import fucking smart kids to do the specific job, they cannot
Yeah,
quit
that's
their
right.
job because if they quit the job, they have to be sent back. So if they get abused by the fucking the whoever brings it in, you know, like I know you're not gonna fucking quit on me, so I'm gonna keep you here in the same mediocre job.
I think this is far less than you think, Guapo, because there's people getting the top of the line. I'm the smartest on the planet, and I'm here to figure out the physics of a black hole. Is not being treated like a slave in the United States.
Yes, they could be.
No,
yeah.
no, because they're smart enough to realize there's ways to deal with this through the federal government. Contact the people that control your visa and say, hey, they put me into slave labor. Versus the poor schmuck who walked across the border who's a fucking chili pepper farmer.
Yeah,
brought his
well,
daughter
we're not talking about
with
chili
him.
pepper farm. I talk about the smartest. Sometimes
I know.
some people that do. Sometimes these kids can be book smart, but they're not common sense smart. You know that.
Well, I'm saying it took enough digging and figuring out to find out how to get into this country on that visa.
Yeah, and they're gonna stay.
And if they could figure that out, they could figure out what their options are.
Yeah, sometimes
Versus the chili pepper farmer, whose
Yeah,
option was
it
grow
sounds
chili
awesome,
peppers or
it sounds
starve
awesome,
to death.
But it doesn't work that way sometimes.
Well, if you're too dumb to figure out how to protect yourself, then we don't want you either.
Okay.
How's that?
All right.
No, if you are smart enough to figure out the physics of the center
Yeah,
of a
but
black
those
hole.
kids sometimes are the dumb as a rock too because they
What do you mean kids? I'm talking about like 35-year-olds, 40-year-olds.
No, sometimes they're like they're
No,
really
I'm saying like
well, like,
can't think of a better name.
but this
Neil
is the-
deGrasse
okay,
Tyson.
but-
was-
okay,
let's just
but
say
sometimes-
let's just say Neil deGrasse
Look.
Tyson was German.
Mhm.
I would be willing to give him citizenship to come here and do the work he does with our scientists instead.
All right, so you think about the German of 1920. Right now, the fucking German of 2026, they're fucking domiciled. They don't fucking they barely can protect themselves from now with everything going on in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna come over here and be all fucking naive.
Germany
about
had
things.
nothing to do with that. I picked a random country. Okay, let's say
But I
it's
said that
Lithuanian.
you think everybody's gonna be able to just defend itself like that.
I
but
didn't say
it's
that.
like
I said that's no. Well, I don't know where the fuck you went. I said I want the smartest and the
Yeah.
best people on the
yeah,
planet.
but sometimes
And
they
hey,
take advantage of it. Sometimes they get take
yes, but
advantage of it.
typically speaking, you're sending them to like universities to study.
Yeah. No, the H-1B visa. No, there you go.
No,
Anyway,
H1B
we
is
Anyway,
beat this,
H1B
we beat
is your
this story
fucking
to the
farmer.
dead.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to Judicial Watch. Is allowed the judge is allowing a Judicial Watch suit on reparations to proceed because there's a city that said they were going to pay everybody that was African American $25,000, and Judicial also suing, saying that ain't fair to the rest of the population.
You know what? No, fuck that. Give it fucking $100,000 each. Fuck it. Let them give it what they want. Fuck it. Let them learn.
No,
Where do you think the
no,
money's
you know
coming
what?
from?
I don't care because they'll let this shit to fucking fly. Let the fucking.
But Guapo, they'll do
What?
it again.
I know.
They'll do it again.
I-
No,
yeah,
no.
they-
Reagan,
so- give them
Reagan
what they
did a
want.
one-time amnesty for all
Yeah.
illegal aliens.
And now that's
Saying
all
you're all
everybody
now
talks about
citizens,
again.
and now we close the fucking border and we're fixing it. And then we let them back the fuck in, and they want to do
Yep.
another
No.
amnesty.
We're talking about reparation right now.
Yes,
Okay.
and they're gonna want reparations again in
Same
fucking
I know.
20
thing.
And let them
years.
fucking get sick of it. That's the only way they're gonna
Oh, I'm
learn.
getting sick of getting free money.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me give you $25,000. In 5 years, you're gonna say no, I don't want it. You're so sick of winning, you're not gonna take an extra 25 grand.
Yeah, let them fuck. You know
Yes!
what? You give them what
You're
they
out of
want.
your goddamn mind.
Listen, you remember those guys that fucking.
We went through it in
McDonald's?
COVID when everybody got tons
No.
and tons of money handed
Okay.
out to them in COVID.
In
And
California,
they
they
ripped
asked,
everyone off.
they asked for fucking minimum wage to go higher, and they got it. And guess what happened? They fucking lost their job. Let them
No,
get
you
that
know
money.
what? No. If you want to do the reparations thing, I'll tell you how we do it, and we
No,
do it.
you know what?
No,
I don't
I'll
want to
tell you
give it
how
to
we do
them.
it right.
I honestly don't want to give it to them. But you know what? All those motherfuckers around them, they're not gonna learn to the fucking side. You know what? This is a bad idea. Let's stop this shit. You know?
No, I say let's actually give them 40 acres and a mule. Anyone who can prove slave heritage, we have enough national forest to literally give them all 40 acres and a mule. And you know what? Put them on a fucking mountaintop in Appalachia or in the Rocky Mountains. And no, not because I'm an asshole, but that's because where we have land that we can still pay this debt that we apparently still owe. And I understand this. I get the argument. But let's not do this cash bullshit. Let's literally give them 40 acres and a mule.
Yep.
Well,
Anyway.
I think it's
There's a million acres of Monongahela National Forest just in West Virginia. A million acres. Go ahead.
sure-
Here's your 40 acres. Put up a cabin. Right?
I'm pretty sure the city of San Francisco, and I can see Guapo's point. Let them prove wrong, and they'll send themselves bust.
Yeah.
No, but they don't. We keep saying that about New York, and then they fucking voted in a communist, and it's getting worse, and they're gonna vote.
Now
more
they voted in a
communist next time.
Muslim.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, he's a socialist, but
Yeah,
he's coming around. But
No,
the thing,
he's not a socialist. And you know what? Socialism is communism. Have you read the Socialist Manifesto?
Start of communism. It's part. It's
Yeah,
the
the end goal of socialism is communism. It's in the Socialist Manifesto written by Lenin.
But socialism is a step to it.
Yes. So what do you think? So let's vote in the socialists and hope we don't take that next step to communism. Communism is actually the only thing in this country I'm allowed to discriminate against legally.
Yeah,
The Civil
thanks
Rights
to
Act
Joseph
specifically.
Stalin.
Yeah, the Civil Rights Act specifically said everything basically except communism. You can tell them to fuck themselves anytime you want.
Thank you, World War II.
Yes. And you know what's crazy is the commies were on our side.
Yep. You build a wall and see what happens.
Anyways, in the bad news, Virginia Zoo only cheetah has died.
Oh,
Kinda
there's
sad.
our Virginia news that we've been waiting for.
Yeah,
Because nobody shared any Virginia news this week.
Oh well, I just saw this restaurant now, like it pop up on my thing. Yeah, I saw the other day with my kids, like, oh, this is a cheetah, and now it's like, damn, it's not gonna be there now.
Nope, it's dead.
No, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope not. I mean, unless maybe they stuff it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
How many
I mean,
taxidermists?
that's why they
Yeah.
get their money's worth out of it for the
Wow.
future.
You got like a little arm on it. Wow. Wow.
You can use it for photo ops now.
Yeah, with his paw on your shoulder. like
Only,
he's tackling
only you fucking assholes gonna come up with some shit like that.
Put on a little rust.
Well, I was thinking sell the pelt. You know, someone is gonna want that
There you-
cheetah
Yeah.
pelt. But I was like, you are gonna make way more money with people, tourists taking pictures with a cheetah with one paw around their belly and one over the shoulder, ripping them
Yeah.
apart.
Oh,
Everyone's
you,
gonna take that picture.
or you can put on top of you, let you know.
Put it on something like a sushi tray and let it just travel backward and forward.
And then here we go with the federal courts again, where we got this judge that's ordering Trump to restore the legal status of migrants who used the Biden era app. That app was like, do this on the app and you're in, type deal.
Yeah, but it didn't. But it did not give them citizenship, and it didn't actually give them a visa. So how are they here legally?
Yeah.
This is what bothers. Basically, the app said we just won't come and arrest you.
This is one. Sorry, mate. This is one thing that gets up my nose about what Biden did. Now, if you're a refugee, you're looking for like somewhere safe to go to. It's your first point of call, isn't it? It's your first
supposed
country.
to be. Yeah, it's supposed,
Supposed
to
to
be.
be. And I
That's
understand.
international law.
I get it. That's
That's
the law. But
law.
I understand why people are trying to get here.
No,
I
but
know. I
the-
totally get it. We're
the
getting
point I'm trying-
Russian-speaking people.
Yeah, you got how many Chinese come through Biden's border? You guys
Yeah.
had tens of thousands
Wait,
Chinese people.
North Koreans. Typically speaking, if you can get out of North Korea, they can usually afford to get the rest of the way here.
Why aren't you guys using
But
that?
I am cool. I'm cool letting North Korean defectors get out. I really am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why don't you use that against them? Because how many point of calls did they stop before they got to America, before they got your southern border?
Well, that's the issue. That's what Trump brought up. Both runs for office was you're supposed to stop at the first safe
Yeah.
nation.
Yeah.
And I understand why people are trying to get here. I do, but this is not how we do refugee status. And that does matter because if we're gonna just open the doors for any refugee from anywhere on the planet, then you're gonna get people coming here. It's almost like it's fucking. I swear to God, what's happening with the immigrants is what it was. The boomers fucking kept trying to help that Nigerian prince. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh, we lost your PIN. Click here, then enter your
Yeah.
bank
The
PIN.
bag information, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, why would you click that? He's like, because it said it would fix it. It's like, oh my
Right.
God.
Oh, who's
You're
the
an
gonna
idiot.
start that need money and stuff? I'm like, oh, I need money, this and that. Just fucking send money to him. Like, wow.
Brian got to laugh because he's not quite a boomer.
Mm.
No.
I say not quite. We are 15, 20 years from a boomer.
Yeah, I'm old.
Next.
Oh
Okay,
no,
next, mate.
15 to 20 is from a boomer. Boomers are what, 70 now? 70 to like 85 or something like that? Oh no. Yeah, no, they're approaching 75. The mortality shelf. The boomers will start dying soon. Just
Natural fact of life, mate, isn't it?
it is, yeah, but they did the Korean and Vietnam wars.
Yeah.
So hey, heads up to anyone. You got a boomer who served through this shit. Go get their story, and you know what? Audio record it. Keep it.
Yeah.
This will matter for history. Because don't we all wish we got more video and audio of these guys in World War II and World War One? No, there's no video in World War One for the most part, right? That was super expensive.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Guapo, you're muted. But yeah, get their
Camera's on.
stories. These guys were sent into fucking jungle climates.
And then another federal judge is trying to block Trump's executive order to defund NPR and PBS. Once again,
Someone
the
else-
courts are ruling the executive branch. So
Yeah, and someone else comment before I do, because I'm gonna rant and cuss.
You're going to find out very quickly, these federal judges. Why don't the Supreme Court come down and just say, you guys have got no rights whatsoever to do that to an executive branch?
They would have done it already if they were going to.
Yep. But what I'm saying is, mate, you got your separation of powers, right? A federal judge wasn't elected by the people to run the country from an executive order.
Yep.
Yeah, but we've had issues with the judicial branch in the past. FDR threatened to disband the Supreme Court in world.
No, he wanted to pack it.
Well, okay, he threatened to disband it, and they said you can't. And he's like, okay, I'll just put so many people in that none of you matter. That was his response to that.
And they tried to do that under Biden too, but Biden said no.
Well, hey, you know what? Thank you, Joe. Thank you, because we all know what would have happened from there, right?
Yep.
It would have been half this country would be Supreme Court justices within 20 years.
Yep.
I'd like that pay.
You say that, but there wouldn't be any money.
Justin Bryan.
I mean, we can get into money and what money is and what currency is and what debt is, but that's a different conversation that you and I have had several times on this show, Brian.
Yep.
Seems Guapo recently got into silver.
Sure, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah.
Yes, like yesterday.
Yeah,
like
that's
he's
right.
thinking about buying his first 5-ounce round.
No, I don't got $500. I only got $100. What can I get?
Oh
with
shit! I forgot how much silver was right now.
that? Yeah, 75.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm
And
sorry,
then other
Dak.
exciting news: the FBI is talking about releasing the Eric Swalwell investigation, and
So-
he's demanding that they don't release the files on his spy scandal.
His
I-
lawyers
I heard-
put out a cease and desist order.
Yeah,
I heard Per Bondi was like good
Fired.
friends with him. I know that's why she got like Trump is like, nah, this is not.
don't we have that in here? I know I put it in here someplace.
It's in there somewhere, or maybe we mentioned it already. I don't know. But yeah, Pam Bondi lost her job. I'm not surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I knew it was
Well,
coming.
no, the way she handled the Epstein thing, she guaranteed stuff like several times. In my hand, I
And
have the
she also
evidence.
gave notebooks to influencers trying to show that things were happening too. And
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
what I'm
need our
saying.
Instagram influencers in the getting so-called secret documents, you know.
Stuffed up James Comey too.
Yeah, well, it turns out there's nothing in
Well,
those.
she dropped the balls
docu-
on a lot of things, so. Who you
But
think
the
she's
thing
gonna
is-
replace it?
No, it's
already
gonna
named
be
somebody.
it's gonna be Lee Zeldin.
Lee Zeldin will come in. Blanche
I heard
is coming.
Janine Shapiro or Trey Goddard would be goss over this thing.
But yeah, this has nothing to do with her job performance, honestly. No, this is Trump trying to change the face of MAGA right before the elections to bring
People to
more
bring
of
more
a
people to the
moderate.
polls.
Yes, get rid of the further MAGA right out and bring in more quote moderate people
No, she wasn't fucking.
to try to sway the vote. No, I'm telling you, Kash Patel's going to lose his job. Kristi Noem just lost her job. Plus, her fucking husband
Is a
wears like
cross-dresser.
not just crossdressers, wears like triple H cup tits
And she didn't
to
know.
jerk off on the internet.
God
She didn't
damn.
know.
How the fuck everybody knew about this
Bullshit.
shit?
Oh no, because the video of somebody who's video jerking off with, the dude
God damn.
shared it.
Damn.
That's why
Yes.
you shouldn't do that on Pornhub. You know, don't join the jerk off sites.
Yeah, do not turn the video on in the circle jerk.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
If you're gonna do a circle jerk, don't turn video on.
No on camera and circle jerk.
And then we got
I-
this ex-female ref for the NFL who's suing for gender discrimination.
Like
you
what?
remember
How,
her,
what?
don't
What
you?
was the gender discrimination? What was about it? Like what?
Oh, she's claiming she got demoted down to college because she was a woman.
Oh, how about? Oh my god! This is what happened when you hire a fucking woman, dude. Like, probably they're not good at it. Or like, you know what? Probably could do college, and now she feels so kind of way. Now she's gonna fucking sue because of discrimination. No, probably perform your sock. You know.
But that's the problem is when you say, okay, maybe you can do college. That means you're blowing calls in college too. Like you might ruin some kid's chance for a fucking a draft pick
Yep.
from a shitty call as a shitty ref in a college game, right?
So this is why you're gonna hire fucking people just because, like a female referee. Like, why? You know.
Well, a couple of her calls, the reason why she lost her job, the NFL actually responded, and the NFL responds to nothing, and you know that, right?
Yeah.
They never
Because
they'll say what they
this thing should never come to consideration. Honestly, like, no, sorry.
well, the problem is the NFL's been trying to be woke.
And this is why you get
And
this
and
shit
now
like
they're
this.
getting sued for it, so they had to
Yeah.
say something. And they're like, no, she lost her job with the NFL. You know, the funny thing is the NFL
Mhm.
doesn't actually have refs. They hire a different company.
Well, they're getting ready to change companies right now because there's a labor dispute going on.
Yes, but that's different.
So they kind of like
No, so they hire a company. The company decides what
liability.
level you ref at.
Oh, so why is she suing the NFL? Should be suing the fucking company.
Well, that's one of their arguments, and another one is they did put in a complaint. The NFL did, saying, "Hey, these were really shitty calls. Maybe
Okay.
you know, maybe no." They didn't even say fire her. It was more of a have her relook at specific examples kind
Yeah.
of thing. You know.
So it's not
let's
the
be real.
NFL fault at all. So it's
Well,
like
no,
the company.
correct. But let's be real. NFL rules can get really complicated. I'm sure rugby has some complicated rules because it just looks weird
Oh,
watching
you think
them.
that's fucking complicated? You should listen to
No,
cricket.
what I'm
fucking
just saying,
rules.
like an illegal motion on the offensive team before the ball is snapped. Like, how long do you have to be set before you can go in motion? And then how long do you have to be set before someone else can go in motion? There's so many weird rules.
Yeah.
Like how many of your feet have to touch the ground for a completed catch before you go out of bounds? And it depends if are you playing college or NFL.
Yeah. All right, so I mean,
There's a lot of rules.
Okay, you know what? Why can't she just take the L and move on with her life? No, let me make a fucking scene about this shit, you know. And this
Well,
is
she
gonna
saw
prevent.
free
and
Trying to
this
get
is-
paid.
And this is
Yeah,
this is gonna prevent for other women to get hired from this. You know what? You fucking screwed up for everybody else. You know.
Yeah, you might have ruined it for everyone else. Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Well, here's the thing: is I had no problem.
I
with
didn't
a
either,
female
but you
ref.
know what? You're gonna make a big scene out of this.
And you know what?
because
No,
you know what?
You want to call me a misogynistic asshole? I'm a man. Yeah. Okay, fine. She had nice tits in that fucking striped shirt. I would have loved to have seen her on the field more often, right?
Yeah,
She looked
yeah.
better than the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
But she sucked at her job.
Yeah. So you know.
Yep. That's
So
the bottom line.
Yeah.
even if I'm just a pig, she's still not worth the job.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I'm sure I know you know American football.
Well,
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you obviously you guapo.
Yeah,
I meant
yeah.
the Australian.
Oh,
Who,
my
when I
bad.
say football, thinks soccer.
No, I thought. Well, no, you
That's the
weren't.
one. Yeah, go on, mate. Your point.
It's a fun game. It's exciting, right?
I don't mind watching NFL. I don't mind it.
You don't mind. If I said, "Hey
No,
man,
the
cool, we're watching the game," you'd be like, "Yeah,
NFL's
let's
coming
watch
to
the fucking
Australia
game."
this year.
Yeah,
Opening
down in
game of
Melbourne.
the season.
The
NFL
Rams,
is?
Rams are coming down with who else? They're going. I think they're playing in Melbourne.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he said.
10:30 in the morning your time.
Yeah. We normally get when they
So
schedule.
okay, I love it. They're doing a live broadcast for the East Coast of the United States from
Yep.
Australia.
Yep.
I love it.
What time is gonna be that? Like 2 o'clock in the morning?
No, it's gonna be like
No.
7:30.
What
Well,
time is gonna be
we
in
get all
Australia?
yours.
Oh my god.
We get all your games on Monday mornings here. They go from I think it was 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah,
We get your live games here.
yeah. Monday Night
Plus we get
Football
them on.
starts at 9.
Yeah, plus we get them on streaming services on KO and that. That's a streaming service for sports and that. Plus I've got it on Disney as well.
You got this.
Yeah, I'd love to watch more sports, but it's so expensive if you don't have like a team in your area, and I don't even have cable.
Hold on,
But
did the NFL went to YouTube?
Yeah, but you
No,
still
they-
that's still not cheap.
that's a
Oh, you have to
subscription
pay for that
service.
shit? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
shit.
ones they do on YouTube, actually, they're getting better. I watched the last Super Bowl on live stream, and it glitched, but it wasn't nearly as bad as the first couple they tried. You know,
You got Starlink.
Wait,
Also,
you gotta Peacock's where it's at, man.
that's
where
right,
all
man.
the-
It was on Peacock. It was pretty good, actually. Yeah.
I think a game's going to England too, isn't it? No, they take NFL take the
Oh,
game to England.
they're trying to do half the season overseas.
Yeah.
Half.
God,
There's
damn.
like 5 or 6 games that are being played around the world. So
They wanna
Yeah,
bring-
well,
bring
Okay,
That's a
so
good
not
idea.
not half the season. A game.
we should. I think
Every
the
other
ultimate
week.
goal is to like put a team in England full time.
Yeah, just to ring in
Well,
more people to
this is
watch.
exactly what it sounds like. Is they're trying to spread the sport across the planet,
Yeah.
and how much more money can the NFL make?
Oh,
Let's be real. Let's be
Why
real.
not?
They've cornered the market on this sport. The Vince McMahon tried to get it, and he got crushed twice, right?
Yeah, and
With the
there's the
XFL?
Fox is involved now with the UFL, so
They won't catch up.
they're
to
on their
soccer.
second season right now. It's already
And there's a
started, but they got rid of half the teams this year. Like
There's a
they had
Canadian
a
league,
team
too.
in Michigan that was actually like winning championships, and because it was too expensive to play in Ford Field, they canceled the team and got rid of it. So
Yeah.
I think the only one that got more traction overseas than anybody, I think, is the NBA. Because I remember back in the '93,
they're all about China.
No, but I
Yeah.
said back in '93 when I was back in El Salvador, I used to listen to hear
I
about
don't
the Chicago
know.
Bulls.
I don't know, man. Basketball is a big deal on the planet, yeah, but like baseball, let's be real, baseball is played around the planet, and especially in especially Pacific Asia.
Yeah, we just had the World
Cricket, mate.
Baseball Classic.
Yeah, you got
There's more people
Venezuela
playing
won.
cricket.
Yeah,
There's more people
Otani,
playing cricket.
Otani, it might be the GOAT of baseball. Let's be real.
Yeah, right now, that motherfucker's got.
No,
famous.
he struck everyone out, and well, I think led the National League in home runs.
Mm.
The American League pitchers don't even bat.
So we got Medicare's got some new hemp rules out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I think of this because it's supposed to be illegal federally, but now you're telling me I can get it federally funded, right?
Hemp, not weed.
CBD and THC is what it says in the article.
Okay.
Did you read the article?
Nope.
You read the headline.
Yep.
Yeah, it's about this and that, et cetera, et cetera. The same shit you can get you can get a fucking medical pot card in California for.
Why would you get a
now-
medical pot card in California when you just go recreational?
Because you get way better bud, way more potent, and you get discounted by the taxpayer.
Okay.
And if you got a medical card Can you get a gun license as well?
No.
That's actually no. Right now, that's actually the Supreme Court is considering
talking
hearing
about
it.
Yeah.
They're talking about having a hearing on that, saying yes, it's illegal in the United States, but the state says it's legal, so it should be up to those states. Whether or not they take up the case will be interesting, but I have been following this.
That's a fucking grey area, isn't it? It's a real big grey area. Because if you bring it for marijuana,
Well,
you
it's
got
on the application. It's like, are you
Addicted
you ever
to
do
an
any illegal
drug.
drugs?
Well,
It doesn't even
what
say
is
have you
considered
ever. It
illegal
says
now?
are you addicted to an illegal drug? And you
No.
could, in good conscience,
Be addicted to
check.
alcohol.
Check. No, I'm no. That's legal though, not illegal.
Well, alcohol.
Just like
Is it weed classified like to come out of the Trump did classify weed something else?
class 1 instead of a
They lowered
class.
it down.
Yeah, he lowered it down.
It's
So
still
basically,
illegal.
it's still illegal, but you're gonna get a way less. It used to be on the same schedule as crack cocaine. How's that?
Okay.
And Trump was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "I think pot's bad." He's like, but you shouldn't get the same penalty as smoking crack. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, all right, Trump, I respect that. You know,
Yeah.
That's what gets me too. Is I want to criticize Trump. Problem is, I'm too busy defending the man against a bunch of bullshit people keep saying.
oh,
Yeah.
mate, that's going to go on forever. As he said, when he went on about bloody, what's his name who died not long ago, the other week. He said, imagine what they're going to say about me when I die.
Who just died?
What's his name? Oh,
I don't know.
I forgot.
Yeah, Mueller.
Oh, Mueller.
Mueller.
Yeah.
And Trump said, what are you going to say about me when I die?
Yeah, but what everyone says about you versus what the people who knew you say about you are different things, and you know that.
Yeah,
Well,
100%.
dude. All right. Have you seen the fucking Mueller's history with the FBI?
Oh,
He
trust
was-
me, dude. We've been through this.
Millions
We-
of times.
Yeah, this was a whole thing, and you were here for it too, weren't you?
Yeah, but
He's
fucking
a
Mueller
dirty
got.
bastard.
But he towards the end, dude, he wasn't the same man. He didn't know what the fuck. Like the lawyers, the one that fucking did the investigation, wasn't aware of what's going on. Probably he was just like Joe Biden, like, what? What are you guys talking about? Oh, no.
Either way, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
The man died. It's a sad thing.
Yeah, but he got a fucking bad history.
But people die. That's
Yeah, he died.
just the way
but
life works.
This guy had a history of fucking doing shitty ass calls, like FBI director.
What the fuck? Oh shit!
What?
Sorry, I finished my bottle.
Oh no.
I need to go.
Yeah.
I need to go get the other one.
You said you weren't going to do that.
Huh?
You said you weren't going to do that.
I said I wasn't going to do it in 40 minutes. It's
Oh,
been
okay.
more than 40 minutes.
So we've got a study coming out saying that heavy marijuana smoking is now linked to higher lung cancer risks.
Alright, marijuana smoker? You say marijuana smoker?
Marijuana smoking, yes.
No, well, so fucking smoke. What do you think is gonna happen to your lungs? Nothing.
And then we got this dispensary that is decided to close on 420 because they said that they don't want to offer a bunch of deals. They want to. 420 was originally put in place as a celebration of marijuana and a reason for people to get high, not like cut rate deals and stuff like that. So. And 420 is coming up soon, so.
Sorry,
So
lads, I've got to head, but thanks, guys. I should be right next week, but I've just got to head now, lads.
Alright,
Have a good one.
man. Be safe out there, man.
Thanks, brothers. You too.
Okay, man.
And then you saw where the Russian oil tanker docked in the Cuban port when Trump allowed it in.
Yeah, this is right after what Trump said. There's so much time you can do commerce with Russia, basically, right?
Yeah.
For oil. And I'm assuming this has something to do with that, or is this some kind of relief for Cuba?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm saying which one was it? Was this we're allowing Russia to do business, so we allowed them to get into Cuba because of that, or was this let Cuba get some relief? Because they're not the same thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it matters. Like maybe this was because we said we're gonna let Russia sell oil for this long to bring the price of oil down. Because I don't remember how long it was, but we talked about this last week, right? That Brian. I'm pretty sure is either
Guy
just
from Poland.
snorted a line of pepper or just hit a joint.
No, it must be the pepper.
Yeah, fucking dying here from Poland, dude. Like, oh my god.
There ain't no pollen in Michigan yet.
Oh my god.
Then you know what, Brian? Here's the perfect time. Go find yourself some unpasteurized honey,
Yeah, I know
local.
the deal.
Like, okay, well, not everyone knows this.
We got
But
some here already.
Yes, yeah, and you know exactly what I'm going to bring up then, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bees. Okay, once you pasteurize, you heat it up and make it all the same,
Mm-hmm.
and so you kill all the natural things in honey.
Yeah.
But the bees go and collect a little bit of everything and put it into one thing and make it into this delicious honey.
Yep.
So you put you dip your spoon in honey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put your spoon in your hot tea. And yes, I know tea, make fun of me. That's fine.
Yeah, I drink tea.
Yeah, I say whatever hot drink you want with a honey and
Sake.
that will work. No, that'll work. Actually, oh my goodness, a honey sake sounds amazing, doesn't it?
It does.
But you get the it's not killed off pollens and everything else, but it's such a small dose that your body can slowly adapt to the allergens.
Yeah.
It's especially useful when you move into a new area, so you can slowly absorb the pollen that's going to be coming at you all of a sudden.
Yeah, probably need to go find that place to sell raw honey.
Well, depending on where you go, it's not that tough. Brian's in
Farmers
friggin-
market.
say farmers market. Brian's in buttfuck Michigan. So
UP or low P?
no, he might be able to go harvest it in his backyard.
You in the upper peninsula or lower peninsula?
Lower Peninsula.
Oh.
My next door neighbor's got a shit ton of bees. I've done bees. Yeah, you tell you what, it was a lot of work. It doesn't sound like that much work at first, but you got to really do it for like 5 or 6 years before you get your money back
Okay.
on the effort you're putting in. And well, you're probably gonna buy a bee suit, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, they're not free, but they're not expensive. But then you're also gonna buy cedar chips and the little smoker and the whole thing.
Yeah.
And what? Depending on how many bees you have, you get a half a pound of honey from a home use. It's not a shit ton. Don't get me wrong, it's more than enough honey for your entire year. But you're also taking care of like at that point like 50,000 bees.
So the carrier that had the laundry room fire riding in Croatia for repairs.
Yeah, and they're worried. Is there serious damage? What do you consider serious damage?
Right.
Like,
I mean,
like,
it's just a laundry room, like couple birthings.
No, laundry room and birthings.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah, but
my
yeah.
fucking birthing got flooded with fucking CHD. I slept in a hangar for like a couple weeks, dude, until they got sick.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
That's what it is.
Oh,
and
and
had
I know
to-
everyone yells at the HTs. It's like, dude, I can't
No, it
predict.
was-
I can't predict a backup or a clog.
Right,
You know what I mean?
My one birding was all the way in the forward birding. all the way
Forecastle.
in the- by the forecastle, all the way
Oh,
down.
I know who you are. Fuck you.
Anyways, So I guess that when they finishing an anchor or something like that, they left a valve open, so the fucking the toilet started getting flooded like for some reason. So my fuck, I was the lower rack, so all my shit got destroyed, dude. So
I
yeah,
can bring up more than once when fucking air debt would
no,
flush
no,
a fucking.
this is before Air Dead. I was on Destinator.
Well, I'm just saying, I remember when air debt would come on the ship and I would have to go up there and pull a fucking orange out of the pipe.
Oh
Do you
no.
know how hard it is to get an orange out of a pipe?
Mm,
No, no, because every time you try to grab a hold of it, it just tears apart. So
yeah.
finally, instead of using the attachments that came with the tools I was issued, I
Hmm.
literally built my own tool because I had an auger that was supposed to grab things with like pigtail curls. Finally, I was like, fuck it. I designed my own thing. It was basically like a set of blades
Yeah.
and just it shredded into pulp. But I was furious. And dude, I pulled out coveralls
Oh shit.
that air debt flushed.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't
And
Air Dead. I
oh,
wasn't Air Dead at the time. I was in Destinator Deck Siemens. So.
yeah, I'm just saying. But it was
Yeah.
hilarious when I pulled out the coveralls because like, who do you? The captain came down because it was such an issue. Like it was spilling everywhere. Like we were in high seas on an upper deck, so it was just going down the ladder wells. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And finally, I fixed it, and the skipper was like, "What was the problem?" And I pulled out the coveralls. It's like, "Well, his name is fucking stenciled on him. Go ask this guy. He's gonna know better than me." You know?
Right.
Yeah. That guy was obviously the subject of a horrible prank,
Mm.
but yeah, 13 hours fucking digging through pipe trying to find a set of coveralls.
God damn, fucking to make it fun of fucking. Never mind.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh
anyway,
shit. Uh huh.
we were talking about super carriers.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Is the
And
damage
military.
serious? I mean, it
Yeah.
depends on what you consider
Depend. Yeah.
serious. Is it battle ready? Yes.
Yes.
I mean, they can hot rack like the subs do, but why?
Hmm.
What they got three carriers, three strike groups there now.
We're on our way with more.
Oh, oh my fucking god! Are you kidding me?
No. The Ford deployed again to the Middle East.
So is someone coming back home then,
Not
or is it gonna
yet.
be? Well, no, you wait for one to arrive before the other one leaves. You know, you have to be relieved of watch, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So is this a watch relief or is this more watch?
Too soon to tell.
Jeez Louise, the Reagan's been there for a minute, haven't they?
Yeah. It'll screw up everybody's rotations by doing, if there's four over there for very long.
What do you mean by that?
Maintenance rotations, downtime rotations, training rotations. There's a whole huge schedule set up for all
Well,
these different carriers.
yeah, I understand, but how many carriers does the U.S. have?
Not enough.
Okay, just just so you know, more than the rest of the world combined. I think it's 11. Like the Carl Vincent's still in service, right?
Yep. And they just extended the life on the Nimitz. It was
Oh
coming
yeah,
here for decommissioning, but they're keeping it on in the fleet a little bit longer.
I know I've asked you this, but you weren't the guy who gave me the ticket to the commissioning of
No.
Okay. I feel terrible because I have no idea how I got to see that.
Pretty cool though, huh?
It was way too much talking, like hours and hours. But watching the actual christening of a new United States aircraft carrier was pretty fucking cool, you know?
Yeah.
And here's the thing is, I'll call myself millennial, but I am the eldest of the millennials.
Right.
Some people call them zennials. I've heard geriatric millennial.
Yeah.
Uh, it's been wild watching things change through my life. Uh, it just even the Navy, man. Like watching learning a lot of the stuff the Navy can do and
Yeah.
does blew my mind. And I'm not a fool. Uh, but geez, I mean, the firing mechanisms, the targeting systems, it's insane.
Yep.
And I get why we do it, but can you imagine what that could do to help the people instead? Fuck, you ever get to fire the 5-inch gun?
Yep. I took video of it.
Of course you did. Oh, that's what I want. Oh, where are we? Sorry, I'm sorry. That reminded me. I wanted to talk to you about Sears School.
Okay.
Well, no, because of the fucking pilots.
All right.
Uh, we're still talking about federal judges. And why is that under foreign war? Oh, yeah. Okay, I put some shit in the wrong place. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What are we talking about? What you want to just talk about the 15 that we apparently lost that I still think the United States has not acknowledged yet?
Yeah, we'd have acknowledged it finally.
Okay,
Both crew members have been recovered.
but
No.
but we lost the Warthog too.
Yep. That was ditched in the
Was it
Persian Gulf.
was it lost or was
He
it
ejected.
okay. What I saw was it was heavily damaged, but the Warthogs are designed to take damage. So we got everyone back.
Yes.
Oh, and thank God, but not because they're Americans, but because if these guys captured them, they would have published video of them being executed in the street with handguns.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you know that. And
Yep.
you know it would have happened had they freaking handgun shot him in the side of the head. The reaction from the United States would have been horrific.
Yeah. I would expect to see ground forces on their oil refinery island, and we take possession of it. We don't bomb it to smithereens. We take it and we start producing our own
Well,
refined oil and
isn't that
sell
something
it.
that Trump actually got pissed off about? Was that Israel started bombing like natural gas fields
Yep.
and
Uh-huh.
oil mines? He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "At least kill the bad guys and blow up their equipment. Don't blow up
Yeah.
the oil we can take and the natural gas we can
Yeah. What do
take."
you want to ask me about Sears School?
Oh, okay. This jet that went down. It was an F-15,
Yep.
I guess. Pilot, co-pilot, which I guess isn't always
Pilot, and weapons officer.
okay. They're not always necessary to have two. From what I understand, I'm not sure. What? Okay, there we go. I'm hearing from my Air Force aficionado that there are different like basically series like there's different Fords
Okay.
and some are one seater and one two seater depending on what they're capable of,
Right.
which makes perfect sense, right?
Yep.
Uh, I'm glad we got these guys back, but yes, and the other one, we got them all back. No, I'm sorry. She's excited that we got them back because well, this is what I was actually bringing up Sears School for was if should an aircraft go down with two people, two-man crew, are they supposed to separate or not?
Not necessarily. Depending on their parachutes, they're probably going to separate. because
Yeah,
their
that's what you-
parachutes are not going to come down on the same place more than
Correct,
likely.
but they could find each other and work together, or
Yeah,
you can
if
go
they
in
do
different
that,
directions.
I mean,
That's
that's
the
what we did
question.
in Surf School. We worked together as a team to like evade capture.
So exactly, you got together so you could work together.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need to separate, you might. Like
Hmm.
both of us aren't going to survive today. But that's a different situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious because I heard one pilot, one crewman was saved, rescued, and the other one hadn't been yet. And I was like, oh, does that
Right.
mean he's captured or dead?
Yep.
Oh,
That's why I asked the guy who went through Cedar School. That you would typically prefer to have more people because that means more
Yeah.
effort to get it done, right?
Right. Hmm.
But not enough to create a blip on the radar.
Exactly.
Uh,
And then another exciting news: Secretary of War has lifted the ban on troops having personal firearms on base.
nice.
Kinda.
Kind of. But still need permission from the commanding officer of the base.
Well, they've got to get approval, and they can't take it into buildings or anything. They basically can have it in their POVs now.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, here's the problem though, and I get why I say you can't bring your gun into the office if you're in the Air Force. I get it. You're gonna kill everyone who crunches numbers. It makes the jets
I mean,
work
if
better.
you're gonna kill anybody, you don't need permission. You're just gonna do it.
Exactly. Thank
But
you.
are we making it
Ooh.
easier by having everybody have their weapons on base?
No,
It doesn't
you're
matter,
making it
like-
more difficult
Okay.
because now everyone else has their weapons. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it anyway.
You're not gonna
You
ask,
don't
like,
just lose your shit and start killing
come on.
people.
Like,
This is an
go-
ongoing
You put
thing.
aside gun-free zone, that's not gonna stop criminals. Okay, they're gonna do it no matter
How
what.
well the gun-free zones work in schools?
Yeah.
The
Well-
kids are bringing their own guns.
No.
But yeah, you're allowed to. Well, no, if you live in the barracks, you're allowed to have your gun too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you live on base, you can have your gun and you can go about your daily business on base armed. What bothers me is that someone tried to say that the Secretary of War did not have the authority to just say this.
Who? What? Who? Like, oh my god.
Well, the entire Democrat Party.
Probably. Okay. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
And I was like, no, he absolutely has the authority to
Yeah,
just
he
say
does.
this, and it's that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it would take the president himself to say no, otherwise,
Okay.
right?
So if they were like, oh, this is not fucking like, if they want to like, show me in the law where this written on.
Well, he actually specifically cited the Second Amendment. He's like,
No,
you're
no, no,
allowed,
no, no, no,
you're
no,
allowed
the-
to protect yourself everywhere except on a military base or in a school.
But I'm saying like, there's nowhere in the I don't think there's a law prohibiting. It's just a one thing that they just made up, you know.
They just did it one day.
And Pete
Exactly.
said, I did it. You know, it's kind of,
Yeah.
man, I'm so happy
Well,
that
yeah.
this shit. Man, I wish it would happen when I was in, but nothing happened, you know. I'm glad nothing happened when I was in, you know.
Honestly, I wouldn't have carried a gun on base anyway.
No, but you, like, listen, like, I remember one
But I
time
would
you
have
told
liked to have known I could.
Yeah, you know, like, I got my gun on me. Oh, okay, I don't have to go home to put it away. I can just go in, do my things, and get out, you know.
Well, yeah, and if you're going somewhere on base, you're not allowed to have a weapon. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the
Like, you know,
reactor,
like,
they'll actually let you check it into the armory.
no, but I'm saying, like, if you, like, you're out of town, somebody call you, like, hey, can you come by, do this? Like, all right, cool. You got a gun on you, like, oh, you know what? I don't have to go home, drop it off. I can just go there, do my business.
Well, not just that, but what about that crazy nut job a couple of years ago who went nuts on base and started shooting people?
Which one? There's a lot of them. Do you remember the Navy one?
Yes, that's what I mean. Is all of these.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are trained military professionals. If you don't trust them with a fucking gun in day to day,
Yeah.
then who do you trust with a gun?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, he's a fucking fanatic who joined the service to gain access to this.
Mm-hmm.
And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I agree with Hegseth.
Yeah.
Your average enlisted person
Mm-hmm.
understands gun responsibility.
Yeah, they're ingrained it in boot camp.
Yes, exactly. You learned all the rules about gun safety, and you're less likely to do something dumb. But now some asshole decided the rules don't apply to him,
Yeah. They can. We could.
and I'm stuck here with a fucking. My best weapon is I'm at the bar having a beer with my buddies. My best
Mm-hmm.
weapon is either my mug or my cue stick. He's got a fucking handgun.
Yeah. You better use the
Wow.
cue stick like a fucking spear.
Oh no. A club. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
I would swing it at his lower ear.
Mm-hmm.
Either try to pop his eardrum
Wow.
or hurt his neck so bad that I can really hit him hard next time.
Well, the only weapons I carry my vehicle now is like a little fish, kid's fish stick, you know, with my fake chip fish.
Where are we, Brian? We're still talking
Trump
about Iran.
says U.S. forces will finish the job in Iran soon.
Yeah, I think he said this in his address
Yeah.
before Iran shot down an F-15.
And an A-10.
Mm.
Yes. By the way, yes. I would just like to point out that the wife said, "Oh, that is terrible. That is horrible. Yes, etc., etc." But I cannot believe they still fly F-15s.
Yeah, they like the F-18. F-18 is a little bit faster. Still doing Mach something.
They do Mach 2.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Sorry.
2, 3, I think, but
Yeah.
that's not the point.
No.
We can do that now with the 22 and a 35, and we can sustain supersonic flight and still be invisible to radar.
Mm.
So why are we using the F-15? Yeah, it's super fast.
I think
You
we get
see
the
it, but
man.
you can't. You can see it, but you can't target it. And now, like, you can't even fucking see it. This shit matters, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think
honestly, I think it was in the best interest of Iran for Iran to have not captured these pilots.
Yeah. Well, I think the fracture did not organize.
Well, they offered out a bounty for the turning over the pilots to the government, and I think it was
No,
in
but
the
I
best
said the
interest of.
Iranian military did not organize the fracture.
Oh,
So
yeah, of
everybody-
course.
Everybody's
Obviously,
independently.
because
Yeah.
half of them want to run away, but they're afraid of being shot in the back.
And the
Yeah.
other ones are dead.
There we go.
Anyways, hey guys, I gotta go. My eyes are killing me now.
All right, man. Thanks for
All
stopping
right.
by.
Later.
Yeah, thanks guys. Have a good night.
2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you for that.
We
Palm
were
is
talking about.
kicking my ass.
You still talking?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You said you were leaving. We said goodbye. You still talking?
Yeah.
There
I
you
Still
was,
go.
here.
I was scratching my eyes. I'm about to leave. God damn it. Hold on.
You're
I
not
can't find the
leaving.
exit button.
Hey, how'd it go with Jen? Ah, there's the mute forever.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gone.
gone.
Well, that's that answer. Huh? We chased her off, huh? But yeah, we lost a 35. We lost a warthog. No, not a 35, a 15. And a warthog. First of all, it's tough to shoot down a warthog because that is a flying tank, right?
Yeah.
And the 35, yeah, 35. It's a 15, not a 35. They could physically see the thing and shoot it. Luckily, they didn't get a pilot because honestly, if they had got a pilot, give it over to the government, they would have been executed publicly by handgun. Like I said,
Right.
like not even a hanging. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And you understand the difference. At least a hanging is at least a proper death versus a gunshot to the side of the head.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, they're still hanging out. They went to bingo last night.
what?
Jen.
Oh, all right. All right. I wasn't even talking shit. I was just cracking jokes.
I don't know.
Um, what do you think this means? Because Trump has been telling us that we're ramping down and there's agreements in place, and then they go down and shoot down our aircraft, and then they shoot down our
I think they got lucky.
what with what with the 15?
With both.
You know, here's the thing: is the A-10 showed up to circle where the 15 went down. You know that, right?
Oh, no, okay. So
To
they were part
protect
of
it.
search and rescue?
Well, they were protect where we think it is, keep the bad guys out. They fired an attack rescue helicopters.
Yeah, I saw that.
If the rules of war don't count, you don't want to see what man can do.
Exactly.
I mean, last time we saw this happen was Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right?
Yep, nuclear bombs.
The most disgusting weapons ever deployed. Uh, and now we have ridiculous weapons we're using. Uh, I think they're calling it the discombobulator, but it's same idea as Cuban whatever syndrome, the sound wave thing. Anyway, there's a sound wave going through that you can't hear, but it vibrates everything as it goes through you. And it's like ultra low, and it makes people feel sick, makes you incapable of doing anything. And Havana syndrome.
Yep, yep.
You found it. You were waiting for it, weren't you?
No, I couldn't remember the name of it, but I know it. As soon as you said that, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay. Havana syndrome. Yeah, and I got a feeling the United States. Here's the question: is did we make this? This is allegedly something we used in Venezuela, right?
Right. Uh,
Trump called it the discombobulator. Is this the weapon that the Russians were trying to use on us in Cuba, in Havana? I don't know. Was it
no
us
idea.
testing the weapon on our own people? If you're too sick to fight, it's easy to take over, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. How's Michigan treating you?
I'm still getting used to it. I mean, I'm not used to like not having a work
The 30
schedule and
minute drive to
stuff.
groceries?
No, I mean, yeah, something like. I mean, there is no delivery out here. I had to go pick up my own Domino's.
Yes.
It's very similar to what you're dealing with. You know,
Yeah,
you
it's like
want.
all of a sudden you realize, like, oh, I can't get Uber Eats.
No, definitely not. Yeah. No, it's all right. I mean, it's just if we can get my dad up and moving around more, get him, not having to use a Hoyer to move around, that'd be great.
Yeah. How old is he?
82.
Oh,
So,
not trying to be a downer, but do you think maybe he's just ready to go?
not yet. Uh, he's still got a little bit of life left in him.
All right, all right. You obviously know better than I do. I'm just bringing up that
I
you said
know,
he
I
doesn't
know.
seem to want to get up and do it.
But
He's only, let's be real, at this age anyway, he's only got a couple years left anyway.
we'll see.
And well, if he wants to do them, then he's going to be visiting his family.
Well, I'm here now, so
Yes. By the way, what did Kathy say? What before the show started? And I was like, "Oh, Kathy doesn't want to leave Michigan." And then it's like, "That's why you didn't bring her to West Virginia."
pretty much, yeah.
When you said it out loud, what did she think to the West Virginia part of that? Honestly,
Oh, she wants to check it out. She wants to come visit, so
all right. It just I thought she would have laughed her ass off of that one. I don't know the woman, but it seems like she wants exclusivity.
yeah,
This
the
is
quiet
mine.
life.
Yeah, this is mine. I don't want to deal with all of that.
Yeah, definitely her. Yeah,
Yeah, my slice of heaven.
yep.
That's definitely why she didn't bring her here. Hey, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You drove through it and you like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of hey, oh shit, even crazier. You came from Michigan.
yeah,
No, you drove across like the highest part of the mountains
yep.
to get here.
Uh-huh.
Whew. Uh, I'd like to come see you out there, but I'm not going to invite myself, obviously.
You're always
But
invited.
no, well, you're doing a family thing. If I could find an excuse to go to Michigan, I
Uh-huh.
would.
Okay.
But who wants to go to Michigan? Uh,
Well,
Why would I go to Michigan? How's that, Brian? As a tourist, I have vacation time. Why should I go to Michigan?
we got
Like I
recreational
got nothing.
weed.
I got nothing. You go weed stores in Massachusetts, and they helped found the country. Pennsylvania too. You know, Virginia. You can even grow your own pot now.
And there's a lot to see and do here, so
I'm sure there is, but what? Like what? Why should I
we got
come
the
visit?
Tulip Festival.
The what?
We got a Dutch population up further north that have a big tulip festival every year. So
That's in Michigan?
yeah, that's in Michigan.
No, I just saw some shit from last year, and I actually saw it last year when a whole bunch of fucking hippies showed up because like I'm so cool, and they trampled the tulips of the big farm that does it
Uh,
every year,
right.
like the ones that everyone buys tulips from. But these assholes just they were allowed to come in and look, but they stepped on them, they picked them, they took them home, and the guy was like, my tulips are all dead.
Right.
This is how I make money. All right. When's the tulip festival?
In May.
All right. Hey, tell you what, give me an attraction to see in the area. On top of that, and I think I can convince the wife that we may be able to do it,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. I would love to go do a show at your place, honestly,
Yeah.
and see what you do. I've never been to Michigan. No, I never crossed the border. Uh, Fuck Illinois.
Yep.
You Michiganders, though, have similar politics.
We're not nearly as bad as Illinois.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in a conservative area of Michigan.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh,
Anything else
I
you
don't
want to
know, man.
cover?
I'm just watching what your governor keeps doing, and it seems like no one has a say.
Well, she doesn't have a cross-dressing husband, so
Yeah, well, that was kind of weird, huh? Uh, I I'm having trouble. Oh, there we go. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything left in the dock? Yeah, Philadelphia coffee shop got busted for scam.
Because they weren't selling
Some,
coffee.
obviously,
They were selling
and
weed.
well, no, this is no, that's a different one, isn't it?
No,
Pot's
it was a
legal in
drug
Philadelphia.
ring.
Oh, all right, because there's another place that's actually closing the doors on 420.
Oh yeah, we talked about that when you went to the bathroom.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
dispensary that is trying to bring, because originally the whole article talked about what 420 came about. It was like a big celebration of people getting together and smoking with friends and family and that kind of
It's a
thing.
pot holiday. That's
And
good
now,
enough,
but
right?
now it's turned into, with recreational marijuana, dispensaries trying to sell the cheapest weed to get the best
Discount.
deals for people and stuff like that. And they said they can't do it anymore. They'd rather just shut down for the day and offer no discounts and let
And pay their employees.
their employees enjoy the actual quote unquote holiday.
Yeah, you get a paid day off. And you know what? Good for them.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you know, I was a security,
And we talked about this once or twice on the show.
yeah, at a dispensary, and 420 was always a wild day. There was just too much shit to keep up with.
Hmm.
And you had no idea who was showing up in your place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's be real. Half of them were local people showing up drunk at like 22 years old. I'd like to buy some pot, please.
What?
And it's like, what? Exactly.
Their
And
first
like,
time ever in the dispensary.
yeah, it's exactly what it was. Like, they finally had the balls to walk into a dispensary, and I had to show up as security because they caused a ruckus in the line because they had no idea how it worked. Versus everyone else who goes, "Hey man, can I get an eighth of this, a quarter of that?
Yeah.
Up to the daily limit."
Yeah, the dispenser I go to here in Michigan, she remembers me now. The same lady's almost always in there working, and is like, "Yep, this is what I want." We're doing
They got
flour. We're doing flour today. Here's your bud tender money type deal.
you.
So.
Oh, you do the cash back too.
Oh yeah,
Good.
heck yeah.
Hey man, think about getting a job doing that for real. The tellers. Here's what drove me nuts. I did all the goddamn work on the floor.
You
The
ain't getting the tip
tellers,
money.
the tellers, exactly. They punched the machine. I didn't get a piece of the tip. Do you know what? You have any idea how much potheads tip?
It varies.
Most of them is way too much.
Okay.
I would see the tip jars. Whew. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, you still doing the insurance thing from where you are? Do you need to get a license from where you are?
I
Or is
gotta.
your
I have my Michigan license already. I just gotta convert it from a non-residence license into a resident license. So, and I gotta cancel my resident license in Virginia. So I'll be working on all that next week.
and hey, by the way, Brian, you've already figured out how to handle your income and your taxes, right?
Yeah.
Because you made a change, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got married, you changed your fucking name, do the same goddamn thing,
Yeah.
right? And here's the best part is you don't actually have to re-register. Once you're registered, it's good enough. They're talking about new registers for voting when it comes to all that shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You got some music?
Maybe, but this wine hits me different, dude.
Oh yeah, it does. I can tell.
I know, and maybe this is why Jesus did it. Like he
He
is
turned water in the wine.
well, no, not water on the wine, but that's what well, they gave Jesus wine on a sponge upon the
Yeah,
crucifix.
true. Yeah.
Uh, and you know what's funny is you know why they did it? Because water wasn't clean, and they knew distillation was clean. That and beer.
Yeah.
I think I have at least one more thing I want to talk about.
All right.
I don't know this Democrat candidate, senator, or whatever, like gave up. I don't know who
It's
that
in
is.
Virginia. He's running against uh he's running against Mark Warner. And he left the Democrat Party to run as an independent so he could run against Mark Warner.
It's funny.
He's a
Like I mentioned.
34-year-old former investment banker, reality TV candidate, and he's breaking up with Democrat Party because he thinks they're too crazy.
Yeah. Oh no, they definitely are.
But
No,
it's going to be hard for an independent to beat an incumbent.
let's be real, Brian. You and I used to have actually philosophical conversations
Not anymore.
about politics, right?
Yeah.
The left has gone so far left that there's no. It's just like no, you're fucking stupid at this point,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and if we keep going where we're going, man, I don't know. I guess I'm glad I'm in the mountains, but I can't live alone in the fucking on a mountaintop. No, let's be real. Like, oh, don't get me wrong, I can get some food, but
Yeah.
not enough to feed a family of four for
Right.
an entire year.
Yeah.
Well, unless there are no laws, but even then, that's a lot of red meat because it would be all fucking deer and bear. Honestly,
Yeah.
Uh, again, that's the end of the world situation because then I'm assuming I can't get gasoline
Right.
and like cut down trees to make room to grow more crops too, you
Yeah.
know? Everyone thinks they're ready for the end of the world, but no one is. And
No, nobody is.
it's in the Bible. No man shall know the end of time.
Yeah.
No man shall be ready. Uh, the
Let's do
Lord
this thing.
Jesus died for me tonight.
Yep.
Uh, it's a big deal to me. And not everyone gets it. And yes, it does bother me that I am seen as some ancient religion like the fucking Jedi. But Islam is seen as that's their culture.
Right.
But I'm supposed to ignore that. I'm gonna do my dangest, but I don't understand why Easter is offensive or Christmas is offensive. The Lord God died today, and he shall rise on Sunday.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm an asshole. I ended this shit on a religious rant.
Oh well.
But the King of England seems to give more shit about Ramadan than Holy Week.
Yep. And not President
Last
Trump.
What's up?